Fox takes chef.
Thematically,
I'm almost friggin' tempted
Gordon
to.
Farrox or Farrox Ramsey.
I'm almost tempted
I
to.
like Farrox Ramsey to be.
You,
Oh, God.
get in my mouth. You
Oh,
call
God.
this human delicacy. It's fucking raw.
What is
That's how he likes
Strixhaven?
it.
What's what?
Strixhaven.
I don't know.
What book is that?
The one that you definitely have, I'm guessing.
What was it called? Strixhaven?
Yeah.
Uh,
Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos D&D Adventure Book.
Alright.
I'm gonna want to put.
well, Strixhaven
I'm-
Mascot or Initiative?
Those are 2 feats.
What are you looking at then? Is it a spell?
Those feats come from the Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos book.
Yeah.
I just didn't know they existed.
Neither did I. I'm looking on
But you never
D&D
looked.
Beyond right now.
Yes. It's going to take over soon.
I understand why there's a lot of fucking setup going into me being able to play fucking D&D tonight.
Well,
There's
you
a
gotta
lot-
make sure you have your alcohol. That's for starters. You
Well,
don't
that's
have that.
Oh, I hope you guys know that I already started up the stream. It's just on
Oh,
the
yeah.
it's just on
Cool.
the starting soon screen.
Okay.
Fuck is my
Okay,
charge?
so how long until we start? Because I might go have a shower quickly.
Oh, there's 6 minutes. Do you think you can have a shower in that time?
Nah, I'll just wait. I'll
Yeah.
wait for our intermission break and then I'll
Just
do
get
it.
a high pressure hose.
High
well,
pressure
no.
hose to wash Agstef. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that hose would be easily turned around on you.
Fade away sounds pretty
Several
fucking good.
times. Turned around several times around the neck.
No, it literally turns it around and fucking points it at you, so you go
You,
fucking
you know
fly.
what would... You know what would be a cool idea?
Not dying?
Well, that'd be a cool idea, yes, but getting
Had to think about
mounted
that one.
Combatant.
yeah, again,
Don't
mounted.
Oh yeah,
fucking
James,
think
get
about it.
James, get mounted combatant.
Don't
You
even
need it
think
now,
about
don't you?
No.
Oh, for
Mounted
God's
combatant.
sake.
So, mounted combatant, Fox getting that, summoning an Allosaurus and
If one of
riding
you's
it.
ever
in
tried to
battle.
jump on Axtef's back, you will end up on the fucking ground.
Question: If I do get mounted
Unless it's
combat,
Angus jumping on his back, then they're both ending up on the ground.
I mean, there's a possibility, depending if you're raging or not. Depends on the possibility of Axtef being able to actually hold you up.
could I like sit on Angus' shoulders and count it as mounted, and then have a crouch lance?
You would need to have a specially designed shoulder pauldron
Bobbling one.
designed to have you be able to sit comfortably.
Oh my god, it's Groot! No, we need
I-
Genesis. We need Genesis to get it because then we can have Groot and Rocket. I love the fact that I got 2 people to go. uh, I need to figure out a place to put the TV. Actually, I'll be back in a second. I would say just hit me with a text or something, but neither of my phones are working because it's updating and transferring data. You got. Hate fucking phones.
He sounds
So fucking-
pissed.
Just
Yes, I'm
make sure
annoyed
you
because
don't
I'm
say what type of
My
phones
phone
they are.
updated and
I don't want
now-
to be sued defamatorily.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to get
That word
sued
is
for
not in my-
defamation because someone decided to say, "Oh, I hate this phone," or "I hate this phone," or "I hate this product." Because
Hey,
we're living in a
sponsored by
scary
them?
world. No, but
Are you
defamatory laws are getting tightened in Australia, and I don't want to get shit over.
Seriously, you
okay,
can
Max.
say
You're
that
a
you
low
don't
YouTube.
like.
You've currently got, from what I'm aware, less than 20 subscribers. If someone reports you,
I have
they have a
20
vendetta
subscribers.
against you. They have a vendetta against you if they report you for saying that this fucking phone is a shit piece of crap. They have a vendetta against you.
I mean, sure, they
Literally.
might have a vendetta against me, but what if
No,
you
they do.
what if you thought about the fact that maybe it might be the future and someone goes through all my videos and decides to make things my problem?
That's when you make videos private so people can't view them past
Why would I?
when you want
What?
them to.
Why would I do that? These are all for archive purposes.
Yes. Yeah. Come on.
20 years
Yes.
from now, people will say this is how they play D&D.
20 years from now, they'll go, fuck, these guys were dumb cunts.
Man, this is how he played 20 years ago. What's he doing now? Oh, he's dead.
Oh, how'd he die? Oh, shit, he died from an X amount of diseases and problems within his body.
Man, he
Shit.
died when he rolled a nat 1 on the living in hospital.
On the living...
Ouch.
Oh my
In the
god, what a way to go.
living room hospital.
Roll a death saving throw, Max. Rolls the dice,
Oh,
gets a
God.
nat 1. Oh, shit, sorry, mate. Gotta take you out.
Rolls a nat 1, actually just stops breathing. My final words are not words. My final action is rolling, and I get a nat 1. I died as I lived, rolls a nat 1. Oh, so he rolled a nat 1 when he lived, and he rolled a nat 1 when he died.
So this is what a 3 in Constitution looks like.
This is what a 1 in Constitution looks like, thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that just got me.
Got ya? 30... Wait. 30 seconds before game. We got Axtef here. Axtef?
He had to step away, I believe, he said.
Damn it. Faust.
I am here.
Genesis.
Or am I? Ooh.
I'm here.
Mr. J.
Here.
Baron Gurr.
Yeah.
And the guy who was going, eh. You hear? I'll take that as you are here. Now we await. I can't believe that we have to wait for someone. I said specifically we would do for 9 minutes, and then he disappears just as we get to the last 30 seconds.
It's alright. I'm not gonna get people. I'm not gonna get people here to call me Baron Gore.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Nivek. It's just gonna be everyone else.
I just thought I'd call you that because why not?
I mean, it's a good name though, Baron Gore.
Like, Angifis is going to make a single comment on your new status, and that'll be it.
Jimis will never let it go.
Well, then he attained a social status before Jimis.
Nubex asked Jimis to do something. Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh.
I am wondering, what feats do you think I should have fought?
I should look at
Chef honestly isn't bad for the 10 hit points.
Oh, what does Chef do, exactly?
What feats do you have?
So, you can increase your constitution or wisdom by 1 to a maximum of...
Sentinel,
Oh, okay.
Alright, everyone, we need to level up the session.
Alright, how are you gonna do that?
I know, kill a lot of people.
'Cause I've given you the way to do it. I told you how to do it last year. It was... If you can't remember how to do that, then, you know.
I somehow remember.
Fox, I barely remember what happened yesterday.
Yep. You're welcome.
What else does the chef feat give?
The fact that you're actually looking at that surprises me.
Ah, Axe, you're back.
I said I
Are
was
we
here,
all
didn't
here?
it pick up? I said I was here.
We didn't hear.
Alright, Axe.
I said I'm here.
Pharaoh.
Yes.
I am here.
Genesis.
Yeah.
Mr. J.
What was better than that?
I call him Mr.
Nubek.
J.
Yep.
And finally, the angriest of fists.
So,
He's not here. What a shame.
I'm gonna punch
Cool.
you.
You can do that in
This
Borderlands.
is an archive of the Dungeons and Disasters. We are following the Evil campaign. With that said, this D&D game is rated M for a mature audience, as it contains violent actions, coarse language, and mild drug use. Please click off the video if you or your child should not want to watch this. I know I didn't read that correctly, but screw you anyway.
Fair enough, Max.
Well, it has to be said. Alright, so, when we last left off, I believe... Oh my god, where is he going?
I don't know,
James,
everyone.
where the bloody hell have you been going? I saw you disappear, reappear, go to telepathy 2, and then
RTC
disappear
wasn't
again.
connecting for some reason.
Ah,
He's
well,
going
welcome
on
back.
a trip
Anyway,
to a place
so-
called Auschwitz.
you have paid for that. It is getting towards night time. Shall you all rest, or is there anything left on your agenda to do for the night?
Hmm.
We shall rest like little
No.
Jew saints.
I will rest.
Uh,
I'll teleport back to my island and go to sleep.
So, Axton,
Angerfist will wait till.
Yes.
you done for the night with your busy day of walking?
Yes.
Farax,
yes.
anything else you're doing for the night before you disappear, or shall you slink away back into your forest and rest with your several new bodies in your bag?
Actually, Fox, pretty much after the whole thing with Jimis and talking to Boss and all that, he would have gone back to his force.
Alright.
After, taking all the bones out of the hole.
Alright. Genesis,
Yep.
do you head back to your tower?
Yes.
Okay. James is having some problems with his
Audio.
audio.
Hey,
I believe it's his audio.
Alright, Nubek, what are you doing for the rest of the night?
Following back and just redoing the orders I gave to the Sword and Golem. Not much.
Radio. And finally, well, for now, Troy.
Yeah, Angerfist will just go back to where he normally sleeps until midnight.
Until
Where you
midnight.
usually sleep.
Okay. So midnight arrives. How do you wake yourself up?
He rolls out of bed.
First,
Back
I'm
to
going to need you to make me, firstly, a wisdom check. This is your willpower to do something while you're asleep.
Uh-oh.
What did you get?
Problem is, he got a 4.
A 4. Alright.
Thing is, he
Roll
does
me
want to
an
get up.
athletics with disadvantage to try and roll yourself.
Twelve.
12. Alright.
He
So,
bumps into head splitter that would remind him.
this morning is a brisk 4.5 degrees Celsius. There's a light breeze of between 6 to 11 kilometers an hour, and it sounds like there is some rain outside. It was previously quite clear yesterday. There was some clouds the day before, but yesterday looked quite clear, so why there is rain, you do not know.
Interesting. He grabs his head splitter and walks outside. The cloud, the rain, helps to wake him up.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Tavern. And he heads to the tavern.
Right. So, as you're heading towards the tavern, the rain is getting quite heavy this night. Seems like it might be tomorrow might be a day of relaxing, or it might be the best day to start heading out. You'll see. You make it to the tavern. The door is locked, but the lights are on.
I knock.
How do you knock?
With his metal arm.
You knock with the metal arm as the door opens and you see a not so friendly face staring at you. It is a dragonborn. Blinks at you.
You're not the person
Staring.
I'm with. Is the barkeep from yesterday in? I have business with him.
This one is here for mission?
Business. Not exactly a mission.
This one can wait tomorrow.
I was told to come at midnight. And if you don't, and I am here at midnight. I'm here about my weapon.
God damn. She looks you up and down. And who was it that brought you to us at this time?
I do not know the name of the barkeep, but the master said that I can come.
The master? And who is the master?
They only introduce themselves as the master. Does this dragonborn have any true Orcanium on them?
They seem
anything
to wear a breastplate and what looks to be a skirt of it, and you can swear that their own scales are also Orcanium. Their eyes also seem to bear the same as the master.
Yes. Same eyes as you. Has a horn. Wears armor with true Orcanium pauldrons.
And you can confirm?
Confirm meta what?
And you can confirm?
I don't actually know what it's asking me with can confirm.
It
If you
is a
mean by
foot shorter than you, but it looks nonetheless. Just looks unfazed.
yeah, how do I confirm something with someone that I own? Did he give me something? I gotta remember that. So, no, it's Corollas. He didn't give me anything.
If you cannot state business, then you
I
shall
am here.
leave.
I am here to. I am here to have this. Just shrug head splitter down to upgrade head splitter with this. As I pull out the true Arcanium coin, I was told by the master and the barkeep
She holds out
that
her hands for the items.
he does hand them over. He doesn't really want to, but he's a. Are you the one that's going to upgrade them?
He looks at you, unblinking.
I'll be back in the morning. If it's not, if Head Splitter isn't here, there will be a problem.
With who?
With anyone.
Oh,
I'm
that would
fond.
be fun.
I am fond of Head Splitter.
That would be fun to watch. As she takes the coin and the sword in and closes the door, you hear a lock, and the lights go out.
Angerfist heads back to where he sleeps. He feels. It doesn't feel quite right not having Head Splitter with him. He's been with him for such a long time.
Why do I now see him just like sleeping on a bed? Head splitter is just right next to him on the bed, or it's right propped up next to him, and he just grabs it
It's
whenever he feels like he needs it near him. He's just like, ah.
that's pretty much what happens. Like, he has it propped up next to his bed, ready. So then when he wakes up, it's like the first thing he grabs.
So, the next morning, Troy, you are awakened by an
He does.
intense heat.
He
You
wakes up. The first thing that and his arm does actually reach for like Head Splitter.
you feel something rather cumbersome that you grab. It's round.
Yeah,
It's a very big hilt.
he
It's a very big
gets up.
hold.
He actually gets up properly. Looks for whatever it is that might have been
You are
given.
currently holding what seems to be the side of the same Dragonborn that is now watching you.
He lets go.
Rather forward.
Head Splitter's normally there.
Head Splitter is here. The Dragonborn gestures to her right, at the foot of the bed that you're in. This bed seems to be modest comfort.
Hmm.
Do you look down to the edge of the bed?
Yep.
You see the now what looks to be transformed Head Splitter. I did not touch it yet. Still hot. Unless, of course, you wish to hurt self.
I'll wait. I'm fine with waiting. He has a smile on his face.
Then come. She walks up some stairs. You notice that you're currently in a stony area with an anvil that looks like it is made out of a dense black steel. Actually, a little bit of purple in it. And what looks to be a cold forge that was used.
He does get up and follow.
You get to the top. As you get to the top, you see the master as this dragonborn sits next to them. And if you remember the visage that was seen just before, I believe it is pinned. Or it is not.
Are you talking about it's like a close up of his face?
No.
Or him standing there with his knives?
I'm talking about all of the immortals.
Oh, okay.
Just quickly see if I can find that. Scrolling forever. I just realized I've been scrolling downward, not upward. That was a silly idea.
Meta question, really quick. Was the obsidian?
Answer.
Was the obsidian coin that Axe, not Axe, Anger Fist gave to them? Was that the one that had like his weapon engraved
No.
on it?
That was not the pyrite coin. I gave them the true Orcanium coin that I got from Nozekram, the big ass ancient red dragon from the past.
Okay, because I got like an obsidian coin with the symbol that resembles the totem Fox has.
The one, the dragon. I gotta go look for.
I have
You
a
see-
pirate coin with a
You
gun on
see
it,
all
so-
of them as you see a elf you have seen before on the balcony currently talking to someone. And you can also see a whole bunch of individuals here. You also see a Goliath who is currently propped up against the staircase, just sort of watching everything.
Here's the one that Angerfist makes like a proper study of.
As you study him, he looks towards you. He sees that you're looking, and his sword, he lays it on the side as he brings his hand, his right hand closed and his left up palm in, slams them together and bows towards you.
Angerfist copies.
Before then returning to his stance and watching the whole thing with his sword at the ready.
Interesting.
You go.
He really.
You talk. I drink. says the Dragonborn, who goes up to the same bartender that you talked to the night prior.
Yeah. Well, given that Angus only recognizes 3 people there, he is going to go and talk. I would like to say the Goliath, but he'd rather meet the Goliath with his own, with Head Splitter in his hand.
Just in case. Good idea.
More just because like that guy has his that way they both have their weapons. He's fairly certain anyone in this room could quite easily kill him.
One wouldn't. Well, actually, 4 of them wouldn't.
Yeah, but he's not sure of.
They're up
Yeah,
first,
he's not sure.
So.
Yeah, he's not sure of their actual capabilities.
Yeah.
So, okay, he'll talk to the immortal he met first, Corollas.
So you walk up to Corollas. It looks like Corollas is currently talking to a thin individual clad in what looks to be cloth. A similar creature to the same thing as the master. And a female who looks to have a sadistic smile upon her face.
Master Corollas.
What, you joined us already?
I don't know, honestly. Maybe. I just asked for heads. I just saw about seeing heads, but upgraded. And
So
now
you have
I'm here.
joined us. We've done a favor for you. That means you are with us.
Sure.
I see you have met our Dragonborn.
I didn't catch the name, though. Probably should have asked.
Zybeth. She has the uncanny ability to breathe lava. Which is why we could forge Arcanium in the first place, thanks to her. Lava is a lot hotter than most fires that you can get in standard forges.
Agreed. It's not something I would actually...
Especially when the lava is, well, the reason why she looks like that in the first place. A little bit of heat direction and that lava can work wonders.
That is interesting. And,
You seem to already be fond of the Goliath. Any reason?
it looks like it would be enjoyable to fight. Doesn't matter which one of us would whether either of us would die or live after it. It'd be a hell of a fight.
It doesn't help your cause when your stereotype is so easily read. You both seem to want the same thing. The first time he heard of you, he wants that sword. But you found it first, so he's letting you have it until you choose to fight him. Then he might take it off you as a victory trophy. Might even let you live. That would be an ultimate disgrace, though.
Yes, it would.
He would also just bar fight you right now with a couple of tables and chairs, but this place is a little expensive to get stuff back to. Ever since, the war has started.
War?
The misfits
Oh,
against the
you
world.
Oh, yes, you're talking about us
Yes.
taking over this part of the continent.
Yes.
I must admit, though, it's getting a tad boring.
Is it because you're doing nothing, or it's because you're doing the same?
Bit of both, really.
Well, from what I've heard, you have a dock to take over so that you can get some port from Port City in here.
Yes. Yes. At least that's one thing to look for.
Of course, it is something to look forward to. I have heard that their gold standard is pretty good, and the platinum star is even better.
It really is.
I have also heard that their iron is alright, and their copper is alright. I'm talking about their lowest levels of port, of course. You probably have never tasted their lowest.
I might have had one or two bottles when I was young. But that was quite a while ago. Well, in terms of of you, of you lot, I guess it wouldn't have even been a blink of an eye, really.
The immortal are an idea, not a people. He gestures to the one that looks like they're thinner than they should be, apart from maybe him. The rest of us are rather mortal.
Oh, that's right. Said something about the master said something about it. So long as one of the conditions might very well be just getting your names remembered throughout history.
And as I have figured out some of the best chronomancy possible so far, that is
You're
my
able
name
to
in
become that.
history.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
what
that.
brings you over to talk to me and not towards anyone else?
Well,
Familiarity,
you
perhaps?
were the first immortal. You were the first member immortal that I met. Felt it only right I talked to you first.
I see. I have much to discuss, as we have not had a meeting like this in a while.
Yes.
So,
And
do run along.
yes. There is a member. There is also a member here that I believe I should have a chat to. As he actually looks at where number 11 was.
Yep,
Don't know if he's still
number
there.
11 is still there.
Angerfist
Hey,
nods.
James, what's your meta? Well, what's your meta ideal with the fact that number 11 is found in Bandit City, even though he's meant to have a brand on him
I was
to stop him
30%
from
sure he
doing.
was a member of the Immortals. I was actually more worried that he was a member of the Vecna group.
Well, at least he's not part of the Vecna group. Maybe. Who knows? He might be.
So yeah, Angerfist goes to talk to number 11.
Alright. So you go up to number 11 as you go upstairs. The master is currently talking to number 11. Number 11 seems to be quite chipper when he sees you. His chipper smile sort of fades slightly. And the master then turns to look. Let me guess. You have history.
I'm more just curious as to as to how he's here, seeing as apparently unless unless being a slave of Gemus is all bullshit, which is fair.
Well, that is the case, actually. I'm not exactly. He sort of points to his back. You can see that the symbol on his back is faded and doesn't seem to have any color in it. Chained to dealing with sitting in one place for too long.
That's
I will
fair.
thank Jimus one day for getting me out of that slavery. But now that I'm back from the Underdark, I can do what I was meant to do, which is gather information again.
So I do have to ask, was what I fought down in that mine shaft actually a copy of you from, what was it, Yinigu's place? Or is that just something?
Yes.
Death Dells, that was it.
At one
Or is that...
stage, I was but an elf. I was sacrificed, if you will, to the cult of Inigu, who sent me to Death Dells. I fought, I hunted myself to the point where my mind snapped, and two of me existed. And, well, you don't leave places like that when you're sane, not really intact anymore.
Oh,
Luckily,
oh,
the immortals helped my mind and brought me back into some sort of coherent speaker instead of a babbling mess. And then they gave me a chance to learn, and learn I have.
that's good. It's good to know.
But it was not the master who brought me in, it was the one before. I've just always been an informant. I've never really seen a reason to try and achieve a life of infinite pleasure. I'm
Angerfist
already
does
400 years old. I don't need another 4,000 on my belt.
each to their own when it comes to that, and comes to that, in my opinion.
So you would want to be forever? You would wish to
Undecided.
do the same thing in, day out, drinking, killing and drinking. It gets really boring. You eventually want to try something else, and once you want to try something else, that's when you realize you've lost yourself, and it's not you anymore.
I'm largely undecided in that fact.
Well, the good news is, you may not be able to make that choice with how you're running around and killing things. Maybe something might kill you before then. So,
That would just show that I was too weak to deal with my...
well, let's hope that you're not. Have you met my friend, Crane?
I don't think I've had the pleasure.
He bows towards you.
Is it the same bow that the Goliath
Yep.
did? Is that something I'm going to have to learn?
Give me a sec. I'm just gonna open up his character. He disappeared for some reason. Where did he go? Did I delete him accidentally? Whoops. Yeah, I've just deleted him. Usually comes up with a thing saying, do you want to delete this character? Not sure why I didn't that time. Oh no, there it is. On. Open. This person looks quite old, actually. Oh, so you're the one that's been running around with that Genesis fellow.
Oh,
And that
you-
Jimus one, too.
yeah.
Vecna
One is
has
more
told me
annoying than the other.
much.
Really?
Mm.
Has he given you any idea as to who the hell Genesis actually is? He seems rather hung up on that, and it gets annoying.
He smiles. I have an
Uh.
idea.
And I'm
But
guessing it's for you.
we
And
don't
it's for
need
you.
we don't need to give him that information just yet. Let him keep running around.
I'll be right.
It is rather amusing.
As for Genesis, his allegiance changes faster and faster each day.
Maddie, you mean Jimis?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what?
I've noticed that.
One moment he was loyal to his little group of Vecna worshippers. Next he sold them out for another.
I've noticed that. In fact, I'm rather
Vecna's
waiting for one.
Hand are an interesting group. Their leader, the masked one, she's hell-bent on trying to find Vecna's hand and eye. Will she find them? Maybe.
So hell-bent in the fact that she is trying to rope, and the fact that she's going to try and control Jimis to find them for her.
I believe Jimus will easily fall for that. He's not too privy with the idea of those betraying him for things that are common interest, but he is still privy to betrayal. But I fear that the thing that will cause him to fail might be the fact that he might feel a weakness towards that woman. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be smart. But it is for time to find out. I am no chronomancer or a divination wizard. That is not for me to look into.
I believe Chronomance is Master Corollus's forte.
Indeed. Mine is necromancy.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. No wonder you talk so high, from the sounds of it, rather highly of Vecna.
He
He has
saved me. I was once a nobleman in the lands of New Xyloth. My parents already in a cult, and I was destined to join, which I did, and I used my power to make sure that I would always stay in power. Though eventually bickering and rivalry would cause me to be found out by someone framing me for another misdeed. It would be interesting to know how the legal system would work if they found out that the only reason why they found out who I was because someone framed me. But the legal system is blind. And the only true legal system is seeing it in the moment and dealing with it then.
I couldn't agree more with you on that fact.
That is why I have now been biding my time, staying masked, only unless I am in friends' company, of course. And if number 11 sees you as friend, I have no reason to see you as a tattletale.
I don't think I'll be telling anyone about this. At least, not unless they decide to join, and even then, they can find out themselves.
He opens one of the small one of his small bags and pulls out a ring from it and holds it out to you. It's a silver ring.
Angerfist will grab it with his left hand.
Feel free to wear it or sell it. If you wear it, I'll be able to keep an eye on you. When you're in the city, I'll be able to see you. Or at least, I will see the glint of that ring, and I'll know where you are. As he sort of taps on his eye, on his glass eye, I don't have the best of seeing, so most faces I see aren't exactly different to one another. Best you get back to what you were doing. I think that your weapon is ready.
Angerfist grins. That is excellent to hear. Well, I guess until the next we meet.
He holds out his hand.
Angerfist shakes it.
As you go to shake it, his hand grabs your wrist. Do you grab his?
Yep.
May you have a good day, and if you have to, kill with joy.
I intend to.
He then leans on the rail and just sort of looks over at the group of immortals currently talking amongst each other.
Yeah.
So does number 11. Then number 11 sort of looks outside, sees that the sun's rising. Oh, and he clicks his fingers and disappears. James.
Angerfist.
Yep.
James. Jimus.
Yep.
You awaken as you hear a knock on your door.
I'll get up and go over to it.
Right?
I'll open it.
Right, you open it. Number 11 is there. I did not
Oh,
know if
good.
you
Hello.
wished to awaken at this time, but I gave it a guess that you would like to be woken up at an early time.
Well, it allows me to get more things done.
There's breakfast on the long table downstairs. It's a buffet for you. And I have also taken the liberty of making sure that all buildings are still in good condition for the arrival of the new new arrivals, I believe you said they
Yeah.
were. How many? You never exactly specified.
It should be about 100.
100. Oh, that's going to be quite a few new mouths to feed, but I'm sure we'll be able to do that.
I think we've still got like 25,000 rations.
He then moves away from the door and heads downstairs.
I'll head downstairs as well. Today is the day I've got some clothes to pick up. Perfect. Number 11.
Yes.
How much was it per slave again?
Did you not write it down?
I did not. Can I make a history check for that?
History check.
That's actually rather surprising.
I always overpaid for it.
Never mind.
Wasn't it 10 gold per slave?
We'll find out, won't we?
The new price will be based off what he rolls.
$26.
26. It was meant to be 10 golds per slave. And you paid up front.
I didn't think he could because he had to put the money on the summoning circle.
He insisted to pay up front. At least I'm pretty sure he paid up front. He said something about the gold being... the platinum being, thrown? Oh no, that was at people. Sorry, I forget.
Yeah.
He threw platinum at people.
Yeah, that sounds more like me.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll put 100 platinum on the summoning circle. And then I'll put 100 more. Just to be the man who walked up.
Did you put the symbols on?
Yep.
Alright. So
Number 1, number 11, as usual, things are running smoothly, so I assume you'll handle the slaves as they arrive.
of course.
Number 11, you don't happen to know where I could pick up some more slaves. Apparently these people won't sell me anymore.
I guess you could look at the Amorkarust, but they never sell, they only loan. And they don't play nice with those who decide to mistreat slaves, because they loan out goods, and if their goods are damaged, that is an affront to their business.
It feels like owning things.
Did you say that again?
I sort of like owning things. Do you know anyone else, by chance?
It's usually only the... on this side of the continent, not really. On the other side of the continent, you could check maybe the north, but that continent, I'm not sure how you could get there without teleportation. And you'll have to deal with much more problematic things, like other bandits and whatnot who don't know who you are. Seems like a hassle.
Understandable. I'm gonna go over to the supplies and pick up one of every type of tool.
Radio.
And just toss those in one of my bags.
Alright.
What time of the day is it?
It is about 7 in the morning.
Alright. Then I shall eat, and then I'll teleport into town.
Alright. Now, Farox, Genesis, Nubek, and Axtef. You're awakening.
Cool. I take a look at the town.
You take a look
From
at
the
the
top
town?
of my tower.
Looking around the top of your tower, you can see what looks to be Angerfist exiting the tavern, with Headsplitter looking a lot heavier, and he looks a little bit happy for once. Like, not his permanent scowl he's had for the last few months. He's finally got a somewhat pleasant pleasantry
Here's
to
a
his
slight
face.
smirk.
It's almost like the smile you first saw him with.
Yeah, I used to
Okay,
run with a bad crowd, but at least I knew how to fight.
Okay. In that case, Genesis isn't going to want to be the person who spoils his mood. In fact, Genesis is thinking that, you know what? We should probably go and deal with that town today.
So,
I'm sorry, but you wanted to spoil my mood, correct?
No, I said
No, he
Genesis
said not.
isn't going to spoil his mood. In fact,
Okay.
he's thinking about suggesting we go attack the town.
alright,
I mean, we have to go do that anyway, so.
I know.
Farox, Axtef, and Nubek, what are you doing?
Fox is going to go on his daily patrol of the forest. And he's going to look for any herbs to make any healing potions.
Alright. Axtef or Nubek, what are you doing?
Nubek can go first.
I'm just gonna go find Box and just be like, I'm a Baron now, look. And just
you show that you're a baron, and he's just like, that's very interesting, but why are you showing me this?
no idea, I just thought I would.
Be proud of me, father.
So there is nothing that's going to be a me problem from this, is there? And there's nothing you need to tell me about that's going to be needed?
You have ships?
No, I do not have ships yet, but once we have taken over the rest of this place, we're going to have a city, which will have shipyards.
Will you be able to make ships?
At that stage, of course we could. I'm
How
not.
big? Big
He
ships?
he looks at you and he's just like, of course, big ships.
Do I get a discount?
Actually,
I was almost thinking, like, he's thinking, boss is thinking, this is not the new Beck that I know. Do I get a discount? There.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
talk
Boss is
about
currently
it more.
contemplating whether he gives him a discount or whether Nubex takes it for a 100% discount.
We'll talk about it more later. I cannot guarantee anything. Because ships have not been
Yes.
built yet.
Nuvix is going to turn and start leaving. Humming to himself, I've got a discount. As he's like leaving the room.
Right. And Axe.
Alright. Well, he'd wake up in the morning and make sure to feed his owlbear
Yep.
and
Your
to take care
owlbear
of it.
is already almost 1.5 times the size it was before. It's no longer a cub, but it's in between like a cub and
Adolescence.
yeah.
It's a teenager. Oh no.
I am Groot. I was just, yeah, well, cleaning up your room's cool. I am Groot. I'm not old. I am great.
After making sure that the owlbear was all taken care of, he would see if the 5 people in the Marauders, so in other words, the Marauders were training or doing anything.
So you
that
see
was keeping
Drac is
busy.
currently asleep. Drac being your first, the first one you
And the
trained.
older one, isn't it?
Well, the rest seem to be not inside the building.
Drac's the eldest one, isn't he?
Drac?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Drac is the
No,
human
Drac
kid
is
that
the
we.
human kid that you
Oh.
picked up and then trained.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's currently asleep, but it looks like there is a empty bottle of alcohol next to him, so he's probably very much passed out.
I'll go go and try and find the other recruits of the Marauders then.
You find them outside. They're currently what looks to be digging a moat around the or at least digging a small trench around the place. As you can see, it is currently raining. It looks like they're just making something for water to run away from the building.
Okay. Obviously, because I've walked outside, I'm obviously getting covered in rain.
Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. He'll walk past the other recruits, saying they're all orcs, aren't they?
These ones are orcs, yeah. The only human is
Okay.
the one inside who is currently passed out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them in Orcish to make after they finish digging the moat or the trench, whatever, to put Drac through some intense training as he is passed out.
They look towards you, with chests bare, and they slam one of their fists into their chests and grunt.
And I'll keep walking. Fuck, I don't even know where I'd be going actually. Actually, I'll go to the black market to where the person who sells the animals. I don't know if I got his name. I might not.
So you head to the same location where you found the dude last time. You can see a giant, tarp over him as he's sort of sitting there with this large tarp over him and the animals.
Rain came out of nowhere, didn't it?
That it did.
What animals can I see that he's got here?
The animals that you can see look to be not really as exciting as a owlbear. It seems like right now he is currently selling more or less mediocre animals in your mind. There does seem to be a direwolf there, but it seems like it has the soul symbol on it.
Okay.
So what brings you back? Is the owlbear treating you well? Or have you eaten it?
I have not eaten it. I'm not that type of monster. Come on.
Steph, I'm not that type of monster.
That bad.
I don't eat the animals that rely on me.
Meta?
Meanwhile, anger fisted Farox off the corner.
Axtef becomes a father. Everyone thinks he abuses the father, abuses the child and his wife, but they're the only two people that are spared his wrath.
Anything.
Yeah.
Meta, I had no idea there was a place you could buy animals.
That's how I got the owlbear.
You don't need to buy animals, Skyrim.
You're in a forest. You could literally have, I don't even know if you have this spell to find familiar. Yeah. You can literally talk
You
to
can
animals
walk
and
up
get
to
them
a
to be on
random
your
animal
side.
and say, "You are now my pet. Follow me."
You're literally a ditto.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, that is true.
Alright, to answer his question, other than, am I treating the owlbear well in that, Axtef looks to him as he keeps looking back to the animals. I was kind of thinking maybe the owlbear needs another one of its own, or some other type of animal that it can get along with to grow up with.
Right. I'll keep a lookout for any owlbear cubs, and I shall send it here as soon as possible. How do you want me to reach you?
Yeah, just
A
send a
bellowed
letter.
voice? Where am I sending this letter?
It would be to the Marauder HQ, and I tell him where it is.
You tell him, and he points over towards it.
Yeah.
That one there, I'm going to guess. As he then puts his arm back onto the top. I hate cold weather. Not cold weather. I hate wet weather.
Yeah, I mean, the only benefit of it is that it washes the blood off, but
That's not a benefit.
the benefit for the cleanliness.
Who'd ever cared about that? The true moral evil versus the less moral evil.
Meta. I honestly do find it funny. Like in a lot of cases, Angerfist and Axeth are ridiculously similar when it comes to like taking care of things and like in this case, like washing blood off of shit. They are
Well,
not the
washing blood
same.
off myself? Yes, not my weapon. My weapon, I don't care. It bathes in that shit. I bathe in water.
But it's
I
funny
mean-
how it's this that actually shows the difference between
You-
Axeth and Angerfist.
You bathe? What is this?
Well,
Anyway,
if you look at his, if you looked at the new axe stuff, you can tell with his like what's covering his feet. They kind of looks like they've got blood on it anyway. So he
Anyway.
washes himself, but not his
Sir,
stuff.
you are. What do you do
Oh,
now?
after telling him where I am and all that, I'll give him a slight nod and say, I'll see you next time I come around, and I'll start heading off, most likely to find Angerfist to see
Alright.
what he's up to.
Jimus.
Yep.
Jimbo,
Mr. J.
Jimbos. You, my Jimus, I'm having a strong.
Strong.
So, Jimus, you appear in the middle of the town as it is raining.
Oh. Fuck.
Me, Caesar appear. Fuck!
He just looks up. Oh. Looks back down. Fuck.
Oh no, Jimus is going to melt.
Which of the West is melting?
I'm going to make my way to wherever Angerfist is.
He's a Witch of Oz.
Oh, that's funny.
So
I would actually get out the sending stone and start saying into it, Angerfist, 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 Angerfist.
If Genesis was still like up at his town, just looks back at Angerfist, he can tell like the smile it's just returned to the scowl. Literally, for the first interaction with any of you, would have made that smile drop. Except
yeah,
maybe
that's why he
Axeth.
was waiting. He was waiting for
I was about to
someone
say
to
then, jeez, what about me?
Except like Axe Death or what?
I was
What
literally
is
waiting
funny?
for someone else to talk first.
Well,
I
who
guess
reached him
anytime I
first is the real
say-
question.
The problem is that Jim has decided to take the quicker route and just start effectively spam calling him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he practically just fucking spam called you with the fucking sending
The question
stone.
is, which sending stone are you using? The one that everyone can hear, or the one we have with Nubek?
Everyone can hear.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. So
Genesis
everyone can hear him spam
At
call.
same sending stone and say, "Oh, Jimus, how are you liking the rain?" And also, we
I
should
would
go.
just continue
go get
ignoring you and saying, Angerfist, 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 Angerfist.
What?
Oh, good, you're there. Did you do that?
Wait, do you think Angerfist can?
How in the flying fuck you think I would be able to do something to the weather?
Hear me out. Magic.
Using the lightning javelin on a cloud?
Now you gotta
I
laugh.
don't have. I don't have one. I don't have the lightning javelin. 2, Jemus, would you mind sending one of your slaves to pick up my lightning javelin from your mine? 3, if you do that, I'm not going to punch you for what you just said.
4.
Okay, I just told someone to go do that. Can you meet me at Stockman? Well, just outside.
Well, I need to go have a chat with Newbeck first.
Bring him too.
Benz, Newbeck, are you even awake?
What time would it be in the morning?
It would be just around 8.
Like half awake.
Just says
So-
May
I'll
have
meet
called the wrong motherfucker.
So we just hear you like groan into the into the
You
setting.
It's
Certainly.
not completely disposed of. I need you at my office now. Those of you with the
Worm.
earworm here.
I'm pretty sure the
I
only
would-
person that
I
doesn't have
would-
that is John.
Jimmers and John, and I think Newbeck. Jimmers, John, and Newbeck.
Oh,
Angerfist
and-
will just relay into the sending stone. Alright. What did boss say?
Everybody meet in his office now.
Yeah.
He said
needs-
something, those of us.
I said, for those of you who are not completely indisposed of, my office now.
Alright.
And Axtef runs.
Yeah.
Fox would start heading
Goliath
towards
on a mission. Who moves fucking
By the way,
how
I
much?
don't want to
40
be the
feet.
last one there. I really
You're gonna
don't.
be.
how
You're gonna
many
be.
how many herbs would Fox have found for healing potions? You know, before getting called to boss's office.
What do you mean, how many herbs?
He
was looking for
herbs
For
for
healing
heal.
herbs.
Yeah, for healing.
That would have been a nature check or a survival check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do survival. Could I also guidance?
I mean, you had time to cast it on yourself, I guess.
If you really want to.
What is the duration of guidance?
It's like a few hours. Or
A minute?
I feel like Forex just casts guidance once every minute.
Yeah.
he would need to sleep then a lot.
Like he honestly asks for it that often.
The guidance, you see, the reason why is guidance, I think, is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Alright, so, you find enough to make 5 vials of healing potions. You do not have vials, but at least you have enough to make make the healing potion.
Don't worry, I've got vials.
I mean,
have vial.
Fox was actually probably gonna go into Banditville anyway to buy files, so
Yep, well, you just said that we need to meet at bosses, so.
yep. But yeah, Fox would pretty much head there the moment he got it.
Axtef, you're the first to arrive because you sprinted.
Yeah.
Angerfist wouldn't have sprinted, but he would have just, like. He
So,
wouldn't have.
Angerfist, as you are walking towards the place, you can see large footprints in the ground. They look like tiny impact craters.
Or it's the other fucking one. It's the other
Thanks to
Goliath
the-
unit.
It looks like it was. It looks like where he was, the way he was running, and the water or the mud on the ground has left a substantial trail for you to follow.
Oh, and before going into boss's office, just on the outside, if there was any covering like above the the door, he would just wipe his feet and then go in.
Oh no,
'Cause,
there's nothing to wipe your feet on in the mud.
Yeah, I know,
So
just
you-
on the
okay.
ground. Oh,
Yeah,
so
so on
yeah.
in the inside you'll see a mat.
Then he would do it. Okay.
I tap my
And
boots
then go to the office.
outside against the wall next to the door first before I wipe them.
Right.
That'll get the rest of it off.
So
Angerfist
you
just
finally
tries to Angerfist just tries to time his arrival with that of like Jimis or Farx.
yeah, you arrive around Jumis and Farx's time.
Any of you
I
have
think Nubik
any
would
of
be
you
the
have
latest.
prestidigitation?
Jimis just waves his hand and he prestidigitates himself as he walks through, and then he does the same to Angerfist and Vark.
Angerfist nods.
I think Nubix would be the latest, and he would
About
just walk
5 minutes later, Nubek appears from the from a toilet.
in. Hey, I don't want dirty feet, alright?
Did you just... Is that where you
Don't
sleep?
I don't want dirty feet, it's been raining.
Angerfist just tells you, just don't question it.
Jimis just stands there and laughs.
Look, I have shoes, and I don't want them dirty, they're new. Look at them.
You see the second in command, and also Triask Foul seems to have returned. This seems to be
Meta?
a big meeting.
Oh shit!
Meta, who is
Someone fucked up.
foul?
Triask Foul
One
is
of
a
us-
tiefling.
He was one of
If you
the
scroll up,
group of subordinates that we had.
it's either in Evil Campaign or it's in Hero Forge.
should
It's in
be
Hero
in
Forge
Era.
Ideas. Yeah, Hero Forge Ideas. You scroll up until you see a collection of people with Angerfist standing at the back.
Well, whoever fucked up can't be us. We've still got 2 more days until the outpost is constructed, and then we've got another week until the attack.
No, someone's attacked the outpost. That's what I'm betting. In which case, hey, would you look at that? I get to shoot someone.
Or is it in Magic Mouth?
Look, I'm pretty sure it's in Evil Campaign.
Well, you can. Max would have most likely pinned it as well. I'm
I
pretty
did
sure.
not pin it.
You sure the? No.
Yeah, I
it's
did
not
not
that
pin
one.
I'm just scrolling up. Do.
Until
Why
you
is
finish
I
talking
always have
like-
a headache whenever we do these sessions?
I didn't have that effect on people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
no.
was about to say the same thing. Anyway, I just reposted it.
Cool. From
Yeah.
left to right is the second in command, boss at the front, Angerfist at the back, and Triask Foul.
We got a major rework to make him look even better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Like before, he just looked like he was just made out of like black soot.
Note: we all wear coats.
Because
And it's
coats are
all
awesome.
it's almost always all the same coat as well.
It is the same coat. All of them
so-
are the same coat, with just a slight variation with only one of you. With only
Yep.
one of them. Anyway.
Angerfist is the only one that's not yellow.
They just
I
you to
believe
go
it was
into
yellow
a
at one
room
time.
you haven't been in yet for this new building that the Misfits seem to be in.
Angerfist enters it.
I just look around for what?
What
He's
doesn't seem
T-posing.
to be there?
This could be bad for us.
I walk in. I'm already as I walk past Jims, I literally say I'm expecting something bad has happened.
Yeah, Fox would.
I shrug my shoulders and walk in as well.
To shoot someone.
And you see Axtef relaxing in there.
So inside is
I'd just
this
be
is
walking.
a large half circle room with many seats. Quite filled by several individuals. Axtef, you look in, you see the back of a head of someone you recognize. Not for a good reason either.
Dun, dun.
It looks very familiar. You're not racist, but that looks like the furbolg that was with a couple of people.
I'm not racist, but you're a magic user. I'm
You
classes.
see Triask Fel, second in command, and boss currently are at a stand at the circle.
Yeah, well, because of the fact that it's with boss and second in command and the other dude, he's not going to do anything. Because if he did, there would be a lot of drama.
So do you take seats in this half circle area, wherever you
Yes.
please, or do you
I
all sit
sit-
together?
I sit in the center of the group.
I'll sit near Angerfist.
Where the fuck is the seat?
We all sit at the front. Me and Angerfist block like fucking 5 people
Everyone.
from viewing.
We've blocked everyone. Honestly.
So you would block a few.
Yeah, but Angerfist
On one
Angerfist
side.
would probably wait until action. Like, sometimes he sits, sometimes he doesn't.
Is there enough seats for everyone or not?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you get to sit on someone's lap.
I was just gonna lean on a wall. Like,
Angerfist probably would actually sit down, but he's paying a lot of attention to the 3 that are standing.
So if I had to give you a general idea of the design of the
Room.
room, it's about the best I got for you. Imagine this sort of design.
Oh, a bit like a university lecture hall.
Oh, that is cool.
That's in
Okay.
GTA.
It's just that's just more
okay.
that is more, but this room looks like it is made out of black steel.
And it's a bit
And-
larger, obviously,
and
to
grey.
cater to a larger
Oh
crowd.
yeah. There is currently at least 90 individuals in this room, plus.
I'm gonna have a look. Anyone I know?
No. Apart from
Anyone?
George, you guys can see George.
George.
Oh no, this is a hot trial for me.
I
and
see
Tim.
George and I walk over to George.
Hey man,
This
you
is
doing?
an intervention.
Good. You feeling better? Nothing's happened?
Yeah, you might want to sit down though, because I don't want anything to happen to me right now.
Oh, yeah, I would have sat down next to him.
I know.
Anyone Fox recognizes?
Nope.
Jimis is just gesturing over to Farx to come over to him and sit down next to him. Sort of like gesture, come over, and then tapping the seat next to him.
Fox would do so mainly because why not?
Meanwhile,
He's Steve.
Axdef and Angerfist go take their seat on the right or left side of the circular room. Because deciding which side will answer how much of which side you block. It will be the same amount no matter which side, but you know.
Honestly, Angerfist probably wouldn't have gone down. He'll only go down to the front if boss gestured to him to go to the front. Otherwise, this seems more. It seems more important for everyone to actually be able to pay attention.
Right. I imagine that instead now Axdef and Angerfist are now at the door.
Standing at the back.
Standing at the door.
Resting their
the
backs.
only thing is though with Axdef, but the only thing with
Axdef flanking the door. No one wants to leave now.
Good.
The only other thing with Axdef though is that he keeps looking from the boss and the other 2 back down to the Furbolg, and just keeps doing that every so often.
Angerfist would notice that. He's just going to wait till after this.
So,
to say anything.
Boss stands on a podium and looks at everyone. Quiet. We have a problem. This problem will be rectified soon, but first I need to get it out. My strike team, your job has been made twice as hard. It turns out
I'm definitely gonna be saying, what the fuck?
It turns out someone who was making their way through the ranks was actually just here to collect information. They found out just yesterday that we had plans to take Way Off.
Jimus raises his hand.
He looks towards you.
If
He's just
someone
going to
goes
keep your hand raised.
I'm waiting for him to say, Jimus, you may speak.
He looks away because he looks away from you. Now, I don't know if this is going to matter to many of you, but to the strike team that we have, these times require fast and furious attacks. While that place was being built, I was expecting someone to be undercover, slowly taking out the defenses. An informant of the incasts was so gracious enough to tell us that their security has been tightened, and the hand of Helm is there.
There's the sound of a cocking gun in the room.
Man, this motherfucker's about to become a school shooter. I'm just saying.
I will say Forex would kind of
Currently in a lecture hall.
That's why I said it. He's fucking cocking a gun.
Jimus puts his hand back down.
Because of this problem, 45 of you are going with the strike team. I'm not sure how many of you will make it back, but as he looks to the Furbolg and two other individuals, if your training pays off, they'll live. If they don't, I'll throw you to the wolves.
Okay, so Angerfist recognizes at least one of the people that he just looked at.
Yeah. Now, Axtef, I need you up here. Angerfist, I need you here too.
Alright, Axef starts walking up. Not
And then
focusing on the
Angerfist heads
Furbolg anymore.
Angerfist heads down with head splitter naturally propped on his shoulder. Stooped a bit because it's heavier.
Out of nowhere, the sound for theme music for Criminal Minds starts playing.
As you get in front, yes?
Yep.
Axtef, you don't need to do this, but your marauders, your wild marauders that you know, I think they would have great pleasure in being able to cripple that town. This order is a one-time order. That town must be ours. That dock is ours. You will do what is necessary to make sure it is ours. That includes killing any who get in your way.
Why does this make me believe that he wants me to kill? Because I almost believe that the Wild Marauders are going to say no. So I feel like this is going to end up with me killing the leader. I don't know why.
If you cannot get their help,
Oh,
you must be able to do
about
it with the ones you have.
Oh, shit.
Because that town needs to be ours. I'm lifting the temporary ban of killing civilians to get it done.
I have a feeling he looks at Angerfist when he says that, because Angerfist has been the only one to kill a civilian.
Yeah, remember, this is a temporary reprieve. Once this town is under our control, back to basics.
Right.
Pick the 45 in this room that shall accompany you to their deaths or to victory. I don't expect
Nivik's gonna put his hand up.
I don't expect you to
Nivik.
return without anything better than victory.
Nivik's gonna put his hand up.
He looks towards you.
Don't worry about the front gate, I can bring that down.
Good.
Steph is
Do you
gonna
know if
say,
do you get any information about any other structures that need to be taken down to stop people from
The
going?
only two people who went in, I think, were Genesis and what? So unless Genesis can remember a long time ago when he went into that town to go visit.
Actually, I believe that the two people that went in there were actually Genesis and Siddharja.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it was me and the cat.
Right, so Genesis, do you remember anything?
There is a. Okay.
This isn't the town that everyone got captured and sent to the jail, is
No.
it?
we were walking
No,
to
that
a
place
field
is
for that one.
that place
weren't
is
we?
already ours.
Yeah. Making
I
sure.
thought we got captured in a field.
No.
I mean, I wasn't there for
Yes,
that
I
one,
can
but
remember parts of it.
This is no time to question what you have. You've collected information and you have stalled long enough for us to lose precious time. Count this as a problem that you have made yourselves, but do not make the misfits have any more of a problem. You're my strike team. You are not meant to be anything less.
I'm gonna turn to Angerfist and just say to him that I'm gonna head off immediately to go see the wild marauders, and that if him or any of the others wanted to join, they better hurry their fucking asses up. And then I turn to Boss and say that I'm gonna go now to see the wild marauders, as it is a bit of a trip to get there.
Good. I expect this to be remedied by the 27th. If it is not, he looks at both you and Angerfist. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how much you've killed. I will take your legs, the both of them, from both of you, and you will crawl on your hands and knees for forgiveness before I even think about giving you legs back. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Boss. And with
He
that,
looks at you. He looks at you, Angerfist. What about you?
Crystal.
Remember, if your team fucks up, it's your bad. If your team fucks up and makes it my problem, it's your bad.
I'm aware.
And with that, Axtef is gonna head out into
Yep.
Angerfist would tell you that there's no real point in any of our strike team following you.
Yeah, true.
If anyone, maybe take your best marauder to if you need to pit your best marauder against theirs. Like in a bid for like if they're going to listen to anyone, they're going to listen to you anyway.
Yeah.
So I imagine Axtef turns, and as he's about to leave, Troy grabs his shoulder and just sort of says all of this to him before letting him continue moving.
And as soon as he's let go, he shoots the fucking furball a dirty look and then keeps going. Sorry, Parax.
It's fine. What's the current date in game?
The current date is the 10th. You have 17 days.
Okay.
He expects it done.
I kind of looked at the in real life time and date. I was like, 27th. Oh shit, that's like fucking a week away.
I'm gonna raise my hand again.
Got you.
He looks
Unless one of
towards
us. Wait, first, one of us meta-wise, do you know how long it takes to get to the dock or not?
The way
The actual.
Someone was
Yeah.
given
Let me have a look at the map.
a good old thing. It would take from Bannetville to the dock 1, 2, 3-ish, 2.5 days. We'll go 2.5 days. To get to the Marauders,
Okay.
it would take a day and a half. So, the Marauders would most likely be the backup if you guys went now. The Marauders would arrive 2 days after the siege started.
And I'd be able to teleport us there, well, to the outpost pretty much immediately.
Same.
which halves the time that we would need to get to the place.
We can both take
outpost, I
16
believe,
people each.
is
We can
halfway
take
there.
32.
It's
We
half
can
a day
take 32
outside of it.
Yeah.
Now take the 45 that you need, Troy. Any of them die?
Finger fist.
I'm sorry, but
Okay.
him calling him actually Troy.
Sorry.
I love
Now
that.
take
That's great.
take the 45. Or don't take them. If you don't, I'll see you as a fool more than you are now. I was happy yesterday, but the news that someone has betrayed the Misfits, that smile has long but faded.
Jimis puts his hand back up.
He looks towards you.
What was their name?
You motherfucker.
Got him.
Max was really hoping none of us asked that.
Oh, I thought about it, but I didn't think to prepare because I was stupid.
Got him.
Genesis is on the map now.
I mainly asked because that person's now on Jimis' shit list.
His name, I believe, was Aaron. He was a
Like Aaron boy?
lieutenant.
One second, I got a call.
Yeah, Angerfist does actually point out, like, we'll want at least some ranged. We'll definitely want some frontliners, unless we leave the frontliners to me. No, we'll want some frontliners to back up the main axe.
You can have a. You guys can start planning.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is all gated in, yeah? Or is it just the castle that is?
It's only the castle.
Alright, Nubex and I can get 14, including ourselves then.
No, we can. If we use both teleports, we can get 16 each.
Huh,
That's if we
you
use
can.
up all our teleports.
I'd sort of like
So-
to have a get out of jail free card available though.
Yeah, Nuvex has others. He doesn't need them. So, are we still in the meeting, or are we now having a discussion on our own?
I'd imagine that you guys went to a war room that Tryask and second in command, along with Boss, are currently there listening to your ideals.
Well, I can block that.
Tryask is currently more there just to see what sort of what you're all gonna do now before he goes back to what he usually does.
Mm.
I'm like, I can block that. Do we have a? Do we actually know that the location number 2 is the barracks or not?
Yeah, this would have been information that would have been given to you by Genesis.
I can probably blow up that, and I could probably blow up that.
Right. Does anyone have a way of stopping any ships that might be there from escaping? Anything.
I could.
Me?
I mean, I could.
You hear the door. You hear a door get kicked in, I can.
Was it really necessary to kick the door in?
Dramatic of flair, of course. You
I
see
can at least
that it
appreciate
is.
that.
You can see that it's Boss's brother.
I thought it was what for a second. I don't know why.
Boss could if Boss like looks between his brother and Angus, he can see like there's a real just like thought. I should punch him right now.
Boss is currently too busy dealing with this. So,
Yeah.
me and my ship, we can load up, set sail now, and we should be able to get there within a couple of days, which should give you enough time to, well, should give us the time that's needed if you are marching there, to be prepared. We'll dock, and once we're docked, we'll be prepared to, as the good book says, unleash the pirate horde.
Nivix goes and looks back at Angerfist. So I can make all those blow up at the same time. Do you want that done now, or when we get there?
We'll need that done when we get
Meta,
there.
what do you mean blow up?
I have 3 towers
Put
of like
circles on the
fortresses.
map.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's what he's
I
blowing
can
up.
I can set all 3 of them up at the same time, stand in the middle, and activate the command word.
Right.
And all 3 of them will activate the same command word for each one.
Is there a range on which you have to be inside of to activate?
Just have to hear you, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And I believe that they'll be able to hear me if I'm there. And because I took...
You'd have to yell.
Yeah, but I took the feat I took was Shadow Touched as well. So I'm pretty sure I should be fine.
Right. So, also, if need be, I can take, I don't know, Genesis on board with me. He could be quite vital to be able to be a sharpshooter on something like a crow's nest.
Actually,
already in the
I've
city.
got an idea for Genesis. I raise my hand as I say that.
Wait, is Genesis
Aerial
even
assault.
Aerial assault? How are you gonna do
I
that?
like
We're not
that.
exactly. We don't exactly have a airship.
I just pull out my broom from my hat.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Interesting. I'm not sure how well he'll be able to stay balanced on that.
Lots of doctor.
We should probably put a harness on it or something.
Genesis' eyes just light up at that. I should also get a dragon harness.
I like to imagine Farok's just sort of eyes narrow when he says that. Just
Yeah, yeah, they would.
Well, we'll also probably want a force coming in through this way and this way, blocking off the roads out of the town as well.
So
Jim sort of gets up and walks out of a room.
alright. As you walk out of the room, you see that Triask sort of looks at you as you walk out. Second in command looks at it. How many? As he points to the X's. You got 45 to use.
Well, I believe Axdeath will be leading his wild marauders as the back. And if we leave as soon as we do, there will be the potential backup if we need it.
I'll be right.
Either way, to a siege. I will lead one side. I myself will lead one side, and the other side. So I'll take.
I will be
20.
with you in this fight.
I'm gonna
Would you lead the other
I guess.
side, or shall we leave it to Farx? Because it sounds like Newbeck, you're going to sneak your way into the barracks compound and blow their doors and walls.
Yep. If you give me half a day more, I should be able to map the sewers if you guys want to do an assault from down there.
We're not going to be doing an assault. No more days. He's given us a short time, as the second in command looks at Boss. Boss seems to have dozed off.
We get
He
this
was
done
up
in
all
one.
night.
We get this done in one fill.
He
Well,
said 17 days, but
17
he really
days.
means 7.
Yes.
Any
We get this done
longer
in
and
one
we
fill.
risk letting them set up not only there, but also getting the counterattack that will soon be following.
Yes. If we get this done in one fell, the best possible case is we get this done in one fell swoop.
He looks towards Farrax. So, Farrax, do you wish to take command of 20? Or do you rather have your own ideals in mind? I know that you're part of the strike team, and the strike team is meant to be more prolific than most of those outside.
I can effectively create my own little force. I could act as another force attacking from another area. Probably assaulting the walls directly. I have an ability to handle that.
In that case, as the sun rises, how does the sun rise? It rises in the east, yeah?
Yep,
Thank
right
you.
in the
Sun
south.
rises.
Sets in the south.
What?
Sets in the west, man.
Yeah.
Rises in the east, sets in the west.
This is a different world. It goes from east to south.
So he points to the X. So we could have, as the sun rises, a silhouette of a giant coming over the horizon, and then a couple of minutes as they start to head towards you, the other side has a crowd come towards it. 20 for you, 25 for me, and then coming from here, we'll have Farrox, who shall start indiscriminately killing. Once the guards realize that the civilians are being killed, they will most likely start heading the civilians towards the chapels.
And if those turn out to be busts, they will try their best to have them evacuate via boat. Given that we have not shown any naval prowess before.
That's where I come in with my boat. You see, it's got a sail and everything.
In that time, if Nubek is able to time us, then if they're running towards the barracks, then it would probably be the best time to blow the door down, as you could say, instill some fear in the fact that even their most guarded place isn't anything for us.
Oh, Farrox will be there. Most likely those who will stand guard shall end up trying to hold here.
Meta, I found the map on Roll20. Okay, I was wondering what the hell you guys were pointing at.
Yeah. Most likely they will try and defend these 3 locations. Once that fails, they will start moving downward as they will hear that the civilians are being killed. And they will try and start herding civilians into the chapels. Once they have realized that the chapels will be overrun, they will then try and move the civilians out of the chapels through smaller choke points in one location. And once they get the civilians all the way back, there'll be a larger defense force
at the
gates.
At the barracks.
However, he points to the group that is retreating from the north. My men shall eventually start capturing civilians and putting them in house arrest. The men that are on your side, feel free to do what you wish. There will need to be civilians still here to work, but not all
Yes.
of them. This shall
So
send a
my main
message once they
my
realize
main
that.
question is then,
What is your question?
do you want me to make it go boom, or when they all arrive there, or when they start leaving the barracks armored?
They will most likely not leave all of the people from the barracks. It will be better to set it up and be prepared for once they retreat back towards it. They will think that that will be a safe haven, and it might crush their spirits.
Yes.
I pull out one of the little fortresses I have in my bag of holding, put on the table. And I'm like, this is what I'm going to be using.
If you say the word, I'm going to kill you.
I'm not saying anything right now. I'm just showing you.
Good.
It should be able to fire enough projectile stones from the gate at them as well. Collateral damage, if you will. If they're here, as Nubix
Once
points in
that
front of the
is
gate.
done, he looks towards. Oh, Jimis left, didn't he?
Yeah.
We're going to need Jimis to use a scroll that we'll have. It's a scroll that will show the world what is going on. It shall paint an image in the sky. And it will say, this is what happens when the misfits are tricked. And they shan't try to infiltrate us again. They will try and kill us. This will be a war unlike any other. However, he points to the two towns, the two villages, and this place that is about to be taken. We have 3 food-bearing villages, 1 town, Banditville, and 2 docks on our side. They have 2 docks and 2 settlements inland past that. We shall
Meta,
easily be able to.
he did include Port City and
Port City is
far
the
off.
town.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know whether he included that.
So we're about to most likely kick into higher gear. But I
Yep.
know that your sources are limited. So once this fight is over, I expect you to rest up. But I don't expect you to rest until this fight is over. Boss was up all night, having to deal with this. Make sure you make it count.
I will.
That is, so the feet in this one aren't correct. I want you to know that the feet
I
in this
know,
one.
I'm just figuring out like a general path for Farx to go.
Jimis, Angerfist does pull out the sending stone to actually ask, "What are you doing?" I don't know whether he said
It's
that he
gone.
leaves the room because he had to go and do something or not.
Oh no, Jimis would pick up the sending stone and say, I might need to speak with both you and Nubek.
Right. Well, let it be known that once this is done, you're going to be using a scroll to let this continent know that we mean business.
So, Axtef, you are out of the door. And you're heading out of Banditville. I'm going to guess you are speed walking.
More of a jog.
More of a jog, alright. So as you're jogging, you see Drac joins you. So where are you heading?
I'm heading to the Wild Marauders.
You want me to join you? I kinda disposed of the people who tried to wake me. I disposed the others. They're currently unconscious. They tried to wake me up. I got a massive hangover.
Do you understand? I told them to wake you up.
Well, they didn't say that. They told me that I had to wake up and that I had to do quite a few things, and then they tried to stop beating me, and well, I beat them instead.
Well, since you're the only one awake, I guess I'll have to take you with me.
I'm sure they'll be awake by the time we return.
We probably might not return to Banditville straight away.
Oh, well, poor them. They'll miss out on a marauding.
That's right. I had to think for a second to make sure he had his weapon, if he had his weapon or not, and I realized that he's a monk, so he doesn't have a
You
weapon.
decide to train him as a monk
Oh,
instead
wait.
of...
He's a pugilist, I think is what you called him.
Alright.
Oh yeah, pugilist.
Well, he's got fucking knuckle dusters or whatever.
Yeah,
the other
something
word
like
for 'em.
that.
Anyway, so you guys are heading off. So you have your orders, you have your mission.
What's Genesis doing?
You are going to be
You are
on a
either going to
broom.
be on a flying broom shooting from the sky, or you can get onto the boat and shoot from the crow's nest.
Crow's nest.
I'm gonna be in the sky then.
Alright.
Hanging off a fucking witch's broom.
Before we leave,
I'll use the broom to fly, but I'll be like standing upside down on it.
Do you have spider crawling?
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting you a harness so that you can be on the broom underneath me.
I remember he has a spider, doesn't
I've got
he?
boots of spider climb.
Yeah! I
Which, like,
remember him doing that
completely
climb up building.
it's like negate any need for him to hold on.
Yeah.
Before
Boots of spider climb, also known as sticky shoes.
before the boss's brother leaves, I'm gonna give him my sending stone that's connected to the group.
He looks as you are holding out the sending stone. What's this?
The way to contact us when you're in position, so we can start.
Ah, I see. He takes
I would like it back after.
I was expecting that as he swaggers out.
Partner.
Now, I just gotta be clear. I am kind of under the impression that we're going to be going through the checkpoint and then finishing our preparations and stuff.
I believe so. I'd be leaving earlier than everyone else. If you guys are going to do stuff at sunrise, I'd be leaving at just before midnight probably.
At a point when you've been able to get it, like, even if you just like sleep like the day before on like someone on like someone's back or something, so then you will have enough rest to do whatever the hell it is you need to do.
Yeah, well, it's not much. Infiltrate the castle, then find a nice resting spot, and then just wait until everything's ready. That is my plan. And then once everything's ready, I will wait for you guys to attack, get everything in position, and activate the words.
Yeah.
That will be intermission.
Cool.
Good, because I need some headache medicine.
You need some
I'm gonna
head.
say you need some head. Max needs some head.
Alright, we'll have a 5-minute break.
I can't believe we both went there. Fucking hell.
Yeah, because I'm like just about to make food.
It's just like last night all over again.
Yeah, it really is.
A riot of a time.
Unfortunately, if we decided that we wanted to play some Pretty Pink Psycho Trio tonight, wouldn't be able to. I'm at Cadell.
Yeah, Max was like, "Oh, we're gonna get him to play tonight." I'm like, "Oh, it depends, because sometimes he doesn't want to."
It's not that I don't want to. It's literally because I just can't.
So what we'll do is when you get home, we'll play it.
Hey, Tox, really quick, I just want to ask, with, was it Conjure Woodland Beings, would I be able to summon 8 pixies and then have them transform with polymorph into, Allosauruses?
Depends, do they count you as an ally, or do they get to do their own thing?
If he's using Conjure Woodland Beings, they count as allies.
Yep.
You can actually get them to transform 8 other people. They can't transform themselves.
Oh, 8 other people.
In that case, you should have them just around you, polymorphing you.
Yeah, every time your polymorph drops, get them to polymorph you again. Ancient Red Dragon, anyone?
Polymorph doesn't get you that high, I'm pretty sure.
I know.
Though it would be pretty fun.
I mean, it was a clever idea.
Also, polymorph's only limited to beasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
T-Rex. Repeated T-Rex fargs.
Oh, by the way, I will bring Maneater along for this excursion.
Fargs. Alternatively, you can get 4 to transform 4 of our 4 of the people coming with us into T-Rexes, and get the other 4 to cast Fly on them.
Flying T-Rexes. Now that's... Yet...
I hear Jared in the background.
That's how you get dragons.
Seems
Dragons
legit.
count Jared. Discount dragons.
So you're gonna need to have each T-Rex learn how to breathe fire.
Don't need to. They can just swoop down, biting people.
I don't know
Are you in
what's
the lounge
scarier.
room or something?
Sorry, what was that? You don't
Are
know?
you in the lounge room or something, or is he just talking
Yeah.
to you from your fucking door?
I'm in the lounge room.
Yes. The answer is just yes.
Ugh. Also, for those that probably weren't wondering, but this is what Head Splitter looks like now.
What am I doing on here? Oh no, I don't want to
Nice.
erase
Yes.
my phone. Keep everything on my phone.
So does nobody have an opinion on what Head Splitter looks like?
Jim has said
So
nice.
I said it's a switch axe. From Monster Hunter, which it practically is. You know what the funny thing is? He kind of looks like Anger Fist.
That was a bit.
Besides the eyes, obviously, because you can't change your eye color.
The real difference is that he has eyes.
Oh, how's this? So I got a message from YouTube, like a text message from YouTube, right?
Right?
It goes, YouTube, hi, YouTube is hiring employees. Help us to subscribe and like works to increase the exposure of bloggers. You can earn to a $20 $1 for each task, free to do. There is no time limit. Mobile phone operation. Earn $80 $200 every day. Congratulations on being invited. If you are interested, please use the activation code to contact your receptionist. Add WhatsApp. Your receptionist add WhatsApp.
I don't
Note
think
your
Sounds like
that's
activation
real.
scam.
code cannot.
Sounds
Yeah.
like
Oh no,
a scam.
hey guys, you want to hear my activation code? It's 228210. Oh no, I wasn't meant to share that with you. It's privacy. Report to junk. Fuck off.
I swear one day someone's actually gonna be kind and try and give someone $100,000 and someone's gonna be like, no!
I don't. Well, unless they fucking want to meet up at a open area where a lot of people can see me and them, I'm not taking no money from you.
Interesting. So you want to do the stereotypical, oh yes, we'll meet in this wide open area and you will shoot me in the face.
Wide open area where a lot of people can see us, is what I said.
I'd be
I
fine
think
with
if
them
that
meeting me
makes
on
sense,
our
the survivors
farm.
don't know much about the killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can shoot
because,
them.
because you'd have me sitting a ways off with a gun.
Exactly.
Yeah, whereas I
Stories,
lived
so it
in a
kinda
fucking
makes sense that the
townhouse.
basis
It's
of how
not gonna
scary
fucking
they'd appear
work.
would be mainly based off of visuals.
Oh, I need
Yeah,
to
this is
activate my AirPods now because I fucking can. I bought a pack. A pack? No, I bought a pair. It's a pair, not a bot. Pack. Words.
Bought a pack of AirPods because they're that bad. I'd believe it.
Yeah.
Remember, says to Cody, don't make fun of brands. I don't want to get defamatory about it, and then I turn
That
around.
was me because I fucking say AirPods. Fuck off, cunt. Here
Oh
we
man,
go.
double standards.
Jack my bar. It's not double standard, it's max standard.
I mean, is it really double standards when everyone has them?
This is my first ever pair, man. I'm like, I wish I was joking. It's literally my first pair.
Your
I
first
could've-
pair of balls?
Yeah, I made a point of
AirPods.
that wrong. I meant, is it really double standards when everyone talks like that?
Not really.
Say one thing,
an
in,
immersed
say
survivor
one thing
perspective.
in front of everyone, and the complete opposite behind people's backs.
And then they forget that they're live. Max. Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
charging cable. Oh, and it works. It's an actual normal charging cable. So I can actually charge it. It's not one of these new fancy pants ones, which is a weird USB fucking different one. It's not your typical USB fucking one. Why change something that ain't broke?
To make more money off.
Yep.
No, like the. Oh, well, yeah, true. Because to be able to even use the new charger, I have to buy a new fucking wall dock.
A new what?
That is a new, not a wall dock, a new fucking
Charger port.
wall plug, charging port. Yeah, wall plug. Thing.
Why?
Because it's a different
Because
USB.
money. Because money. That's it.
No, but there's
So-
only.
So, Max, it's a typical USB, right? That goes like our
Oh,
headsets.
it's the
and
USB
on
C,
normal USBs.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the one that came with the phone is different.
It's a micro USB.
I don't.
I bet.
Yes, most likely.
Yeah.
And the
He's-
cord's not even that long.
You know, do you remember when Europe had that power at one stage where it said, "Stop making random things. It makes
had
waste."
power?
Yeah, Europe had power at one stage. They're like, "Hey, companies, stop making so many different charging ports. It makes a lot of waste, a lot of technological waste." And now that's just gone. Suddenly.
Yeah, because America made this.
Because
So I forgot
money.
who are we waiting on? I completely
It's just
forgot.
it's just like an intermission.
Oh, no, it was Farrell. It was Farrell.
No, I'm
Farrell.
still here.
Alright,
Oh,
so
never mind, don't
Axtef
listen to me.
is here, Farrax
Yeah.
is here, Genesis is here, Miss J.
Oh,
I'm here.
Meta, really quick, could anyone send me the stat block for giant centipede or giant wasp?
I'm sure you could find them in the dungeon, in the monster manual near the back.
No,
Yeah,
I'm trying
I
to
thought you
find
said
them,
that
but
to
I'm
him
having a
actually,
hard
Max, didn't
time.
you?
And if
New
not,
back.
Google, my
I'm
friend.
looking through
Google
it, but I'm having
everything.
a hard time.
New back, are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm just finished up making food, but I'm here.
Cool. Troy is here too. So, with the intermission done, Axtef is heading that way. Farrax, where you heading?
Huh?
Where you heading?
Like currently?
Yes, where are you heading now that the meeting's over?
Oh, Forex would be heading off to his forest.
Alright. Genesis.
I didn't know. I didn't hear anything during, well, for the most part of the meeting because I was on the phone. So
Yep. That's fine. You've only got one job that you need to do. Pretty substandard, pretty easy.
substandard. Oh,
All you have to do is shoot at people from the sky, be it
Yeah.
civilian or be it a guard or a civilian. As long as they're dead, you've done your job.
Oh hey, with this you've also covered. We've also covered like your the thing that'll happen if Revenant does its thing.
Yep.
doesn't.
Alright. Jimus, where you heading?
To go pick up my suit.
You get to the tailor, as you remember what the tailor looks like, yes?
Yep.
You see
Yeah,
a tiny one currently on the counter just staring at you.
Hello, I'm here to pick up my suit.
It gives you a tiny thumbs up as you see the larger mist creep in. So you're here to pick up your suit. And your name is?
Jimus.
Jimus. There's a coat rack behind him as he sort of spins it. Eventually it stops at some bluish silver cloves, and he holds them out to you.
Ah, perfect. I go over to the suit.
Alright. How do you take it?
With my left hand.
So when you grab with your left hand, the threads just sort of go over you, and it basically is put on. A perfect fit.
Perfect.
As
Now, how much is it?
He holds. I thought you paid for that earlier.
Yeah,
No, he told me to pay on pickup.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. That would be 13 pounds.
You know, if
What
you
if I
didn't say
sent
anything, you
you
could have
your
walked
fare?
out with a free suit.
That's not the Jimus way.
13 pounds. It would cost you. Not the calculator because I'm having a mind blank today. That will be 6,500 gold.
He takes out 700 platinum and hands it to the guy. Then I turn up my tail.
650 platinum appear in his hand, and the other 50 sort of just fall through his hand.
He only takes direct change.
And
I just look at the guy and blink twice.
he then moves off back into the back as the tiny mist picks up one of the coins that is now on the table and just sort of starts rolling it around the counter.
It's a life-changing amount of money I just left on the ground as I walk out of a room.
It looks like the smaller mist is currently playing with what's left of the platinum.
Okay, let me mark that all.
How much platinum do you have left?
256.
Wow, you are running dry, my friend.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. He'll ask one of the members of the party for like money.
Why do you think I need to speak to Nubex and you?
And someone will give it to him.
Ah, yes, because it's a great idea to to try and ask Nubeck for money.
Least to most scary list. For this, we have 4
Funny you
tiers.
say that.
Quite scary,
As we
Someone-
leave
scary,
someone's asking me for
thing.
money? They think it'll get money from me?
terrifying, As always, be sure to drop your own thoughts on this.
As we're leaving this
These-
thing,
your
back
thoughts, and what
the
really this game
conference
isn't
room,
scary,
Angus
is
just
always
like
going
looks
to be a
looks
pretty
down you.
subjective
I'm going to ask for my pay once we're done with this. By the way,
Yeah, I can work something out.
Be in mind, it's only been a month and a half since that contract was made.
yeah.
On the Nubex and Troy Stone.
Yeah.
Hello, I need to speak to both of you. Where are you?
Still at bosses. We've just left the. To be. Genesis, Angus would have actually asked you like, how do you plan on staying on that broom?
To reply, well, my boots will allow me to stay there, as he would have just walked up the wall.
Right. He's going to pass that knowledge on to the person who owns the broom.
The entire meeting, Jess has just been standing above the map, like looking upwards for him.
What's funny is that probably would have made you like head height, like actually allowed you to look Angus and Axdeath in the eyes properly.
Yeah, I know.
So where can I speak to you two?
We've just left boss's place. Genesis also have his shoes allow him to walk on fuck knows surfaces.
And here I was, thinking it would be nice to have him in a harness. Alright. Meet me shopping district.
I'm giving anyone that amount of control over me. Because all you have to do is pull a pin, and there I go.
I want to leave this server.
Did you watch those videos by any chance?
No, I just looked at someone's. I just looked at a server I admin in, and someone has defaced Halo.
Oh god!
I'm
That
going
person
to.
is like,
I'm going to
"Huh?"
copy and paste it, and you guys can heckle this a little if you wish, but I'm deleting it in like 10 seconds after everyone can see it.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
Alright.
So we all agree, kill it. Kill it with
Yes,
fire.
yes.
I want to kill the
No,
person who's
the fire is too good for that. We'll release the flood, and then kill it with
The
fire.
only one that is normal is settings, by the looks of things.
It is. I'm gonna save that image just because of how bad it is.
Okay, I'm
It's in
not
my-
sure what the one
this
between
is terrible.
settings and multiplayer is meant to be.
Profiles.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I think it says, I don't know how bad it is that both you and I understood that Jim is.
And it's gone forever. Never to be seen again. I already know about the Assumption song and the Amazing Horse. Do you think I am new to the internet?
No.
In fact, that's not even the original
Do you
plugin
want that?
uploader. That's not even the original uploader. How dare you post someone else? Get cultured.
No. I just looked for the song itself. I couldn't find the original uploader.
It's by Weeble Stuff. Weeble Stuff Productions. Man, look at me just talking about all these different YouTubers
Hey, can we kick
for
up?
free. Yeah, let's get back to the game, shall we? I'm going to get Jimis, Nubek, and Troy to just go into Telepathy P2 to talk about what they need to talk about.
Oh.
And I will get to you, Axtef.
Okay.
You're heading out towards the places you're jogging.
I don't
The
know.
other dude is
Would he
barely
be able?
keeping
He'd
up.
be able to keep up. No, he would move 45 because he's a monk, wouldn't he?
He's barely keeping up.
Okay.
Remember the size difference.
Yeah. I'm trying to work shit out on my phone properly because I don't know how a fucking. Oh, okay, that opens that.
Oh, I will say Forex will actually stop by the market real quick to buy a few things before heading back to the woods. I did forget about that, but you can go ahead and do Troy. Not Troy. Axe's thing. You're not Troy.
Wait a minute. He's not Troy. Tear his
Shit, I'm in the
face
wrong
off.
chat. Let me just grow that. Let me just go join them. I'm not in the right chat.
Tear his face off. He's
Take Troy out.
dying.
Take Troy out until FV2 put me in. I'm the new Troy.
You're not?
Anyway.
Sure.
No, don't. Oh, fuck.
Huh.
But trust me, there's a reason for that. Alright.
He's the new Troy.
Okay, I couldn't even finish explaining myself to them. What
Didn't
the fuck?
need to.
They don't even know. I was halfway through fucking explaining it to them, and now they're just gonna be confused. All I left it was with Barox called me Troy, and then I said as a joke, and then bring, I'm in here now.
Did you even say what needed to be said?
No!
Why?
I was explaining it to him. I have to
I'm
explain the whole
pulling.
story.
Look, no, you're not. I'm pulling Troy back over here, and you're going
Oh,
straight
fuck.
back, and you're saying I'm Troy.
No.
Okay, fine.
Well, I did. I said, "Hey, I'm the new Troy," and then
Oh, good.
I tried to explain to him of why.
They
But then you pulled me back there.
they can have an explanation if they watch the goddamn stream.
They probably actually thinking about. Oh no, Genesis is here. I was about to say, speaking about it, Genesis is in that. He was watching, but yeah,
I don't think anyone's watching. I've got 0 viewers.
no.
But that's cool. This is an archive. It's not meant to be for, people actually watching.
Yeah.
Anyone who watches, hi. Welcome to
Anyone who
shitey
does
quality.
Yeah. Anyway, before we fucking derail it anymore.
Yeah. So you as you head, eventually gets to night. Do you rest?
Does it seem that Jurek is tired in any sense?
He looks more annoyed than tired. He can't really see in the dark, you know?
I forgot about that. Well, what I'll do, because
And
he
a
seems to be...
reminder that if you keep moving, it will be a day and a half before. It will be now about probably half a day left before you get there, and you will be fucked.
Yeah. What's the time, roughly? Just so...
The sun has basically set, and it is nighttime.
So it's, say, 8?
Yeah, around 8.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull out a torch, hand it to him, and use my tinderbox to light it.
Well,
And tell him that we're gonna keep going for a few more hours, and then we will stop and set up camp.
Meta, I don't remember the Wild Marauders being this far out.
A lot's changed from the map.
So here's the thing, Farrax, right? It's as if the world's changed in the last 6 months of us not playing.
Okay.
That's literally it. It's just the map's changed.
It's
they were
literally
literally
like
right behind last time.
Yeah. Now they are a little closer to where I would imagine they'd be able to get to.
They're actually wild.
Places. Anyway,
that is really loud. I apologize.
So you shall rest at 10. Did you say?
Yeah, I'll say 11.
11. Alright.
And set up tent camp. Fucking time.
Farrax and Genesis, what are you doing for the day?
So Farx would go to the market and buy about, I want to say 20 files, empty files. Large enough to, use, to put his potions.
I know.
Uh, and he would get 10 glass jars.
So the vials. The vials will cost 1 gold per vial.
Okay, so 20 gold.
And as for the glass jars, did you say?
Yep.
How many?
10.
We'll just wrap that up as about 20 gold as well.
Okay. And then.
Genesis.
Oh.
Whilst Farrax is at the market, where are you?
Well, I get my shit together and start heading to the. Well, was I told to wait for anyone or something?
From what you know, you were told that you guys would be meeting up at the checkpoint closest to.
Okay. Well,
Thing.
I'd get the rest of my gear and start heading to the checkpoint.
Yep. Farrax, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Now, just to ask a question, were we going to meet up at the checkpoint, like, in the morning, or...?
It would take you a day to get there.
Ah. Okay, so
and as
far...
it is still morning at moment, Genesis will most likely get there, and if you go, you'll probably get there as well.
So Farx will head into the woods, look for, as many spiders as he can find, and try to capture them.
Survival.
Alright. And he will then try to capture as many as he possibly can.
Yep, that's what the survival's for.
Farrax finds Jameis and just dangles the spiders in front of him.
Oh shit, I realized if Jim sees Sparks summon 3 giant spiders. That's gonna scare him even more. 19 was my roll.
19?
No, well, so long as he's up in the air and they're down there, he has no problems.
19 is what you got. Oh, I got a message. Shan't answer that. So, a 19. Alright. Roll me a D20. Take away 1. Yeah, D20, take away 1. You capture 12 spiders.
Was I able to put, say, like, 3 in one jar, 3 in another, 3 in another, anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 4 jars of 3 spiders. Let's go.
Congratulations.
And then after that, unless you want to go back to Genesis.
No, Genesis has said what he's doing. He's packed up and shit
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So Farx will then head back to his camp and inform Mayor Neater of us attacking a town and ask him if he wants to come along for some carnage.
He stands up and seems like he's pretty much ready to go then and there.
Yeah, Forex would pretty much have everything, so yeah, I guess Forex would then start heading there to the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Of course, Forex would mention that we'll stop at the checkpoint first, so so he doesn't just immediately start killing everything.
Yeah.
Correctly, but
Hello.
Hello there, sir.
How's it going?
I just sent you a DM.
Yeah,
Would
I saw.
Stockman have a variant version of the Wonderful War Mage?
No.
Right.
However, he does have the robes of the Archmagi. Sadly, you do not have the money for it.
I'm pretty sure even if all three of us pulled our fucking money together, we wouldn't be able to get it.
I mean, if Newbeck waited a year and a half, he'd have enough. And I bet he'd buy it just so that he could wear it. Anyway,
Probably,
so
knowing no better.
from
Yes.
what was said, apparently I think Farrock said in the Sending Stone that he was going to the checkpoint, and Genesis is heading to the checkpoint. Axdef is now waiting for the next day so that he can, finally get to Marauders. So
Yeah,
now I'm dealing with yous.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to head off to the checkpoint as soon as possible as well, but Jim's is talking about buying him fucking wands.
How about you just go, then?
To be honest, Troy doesn't even buy the wands.
Yeah, I don't, like...
You can get all the other, everyone else from Vanderbilt that's going ready and leave. Me and Jimness will just teleport over. Like, we're just going to teleport to the actual outpost.
Yeah, pretty much no matter what, we're going to be the first ones there.
I mean, the thing is, Angerfist can do that himself.
Oh, I forgot about that. We can move, 16, 32, 48 people? We could ship the whole other squad. I forgot I bought you that.
Yeah. The only reason he wouldn't is because he thinks he reckons it'd be better for morale if he actually went with them.
Yeah, we could just teleport them all.
But, so...
Troy, you do see that there is, it looks like there are 45 people who have got backpacks getting filled. They're currently getting themselves ready. Some of them seem to have heavier backpacks than others that seem to have 2-man tents. It's every second person that seems to have a 2-man tent.
Hey, Angerfist, you should pick out some of the people that you want to just teleport there.
Are you sure within the three of us we wouldn't be able to just teleport them all?
Well, you have to teleport then teleport back, then teleport again. You can only take yourself and 8 willing people.
Then the more we teleport, the less we'll be able to teleport tomorrow.
Yeah. But if we stay there, if we could teleport all 45, I'm pretty sure.
It'd be better to spend a few days getting all set up, and then we teleport everyone inside all at once.
That's not true. We could do an inside attack. I think we keep with the plan, though.
Alright. What about a Staff of Power?
Legit, that's just me and James rambling as characters. As the days just immediately goes back. Staff of Power.
Honestly... You know what'll happen if you don't pay me back, yes?
I get my face smashed, and yeah, of course.
I'm just gonna look at you, Axe, and so Angerfist would be like, he could just pay me double. Mimic says with quite a large smile on his face.
If he gets any of my share, you do something to him. Or I'm going to do something to you.
I have enough in my, stockpile. It's fine.
There's just a realization
your
that
money.
Jimis is going to be bankrupt for a while.
Save your money.
Fortunately, this is the last item on my shopping list.
Because Angerfist knows you don't touch gold, like he gives you, he really doesn't care about it. So he gives you like all of his gold in a bag.
Metal-wise, Troy, I mean, just keep your gold and I'll just buy both the items.
So that's why he's handing the gold to Jimis for him to do whatever, because he needs to go, and because Angerfist is going to go and go with the people.
I'm saying I'll just buy both of them. Keep your gold. He can just pay me back everything instead of paying you back.
Whatever.
Fox is just like, hurry up and be done with it already.
That's cool.
Actually, before he goes, Angerfist actually goes to the alchemist, well, the potion seller. Or that he's bought healing potions from before. Right. How?
Ah, welcome back.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you here for a while.
Things have been getting in my way to stop me from getting here to buy new potions. Speaking of, the last potions I bought didn't seem to work as well, so I'm looking for the next lot of potency. How much
feel
to
free
fill
to
up my
put yourself where you want to be put, Jimis, if you can see on the map.
Oh, that's true.
For the Bandot group.
Oh
that is
right, I need
over
to
there.
update my
Bandit
health.
group, we shall have this this individual here as the bandit for now.
Yeah. I actually need to get my health updated, Tox, because I picked the skill expert feat with from that free feat. So I increased my con for 5, which means I also got a
Just tell me what it is. Don't give me a goddamn
104.
story. 104. It's like, which means I got the. It's just like,
Yeah,
no,
sorry.
don't do
Yeah,
what
sorry.
Axdef did.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
But
because Axdef was like, I'm the new Troy. I'm like, I'm sending you in so you can say that.
Right. In that case, Newbex, do you want to head to Stockman?
yeah, Angus went to buy like 4 of the next potions up from the healing potions, which
You might as well tag along with me for a minute. Gotta go stop by my vault.
Understood. I'll follow.
So, Angerfist, at some point you're just gonna go to where all the guys are and just help pack if there's any more packing need but done.
Yeah, if need be, Angerfist will like shoulder on his other arm, like on the other side of head splitter, like a pack, and march out with them.
So, Nubek and Jimis.
Shall I move with the others?
Yeah, might as well for now.
Okay.
So, Nubek and Jimis, you head to the vault.
Yep.
It is a lovely vault.
The lovely vault.
You open
I'm
the door,
going to open it.
and there is lots of gold.
I just look at Gymnast, I'm like, natural deterrent. Keep the gymnasts out. So, how much do you think these items will cost?
Like 40,000.
Each or for both?
Maybe each, possibly for both.
I just gotta look at you and you just see like a frown on my face. You're trying to make a rich man poor. And
It's just a understanding nod.
I just like grab what I have in the vault, all of it. Like not Trolley's, just mine.
Yep.
I believe that day went by, so I think it's 41 still. Basically 37,000. And I'm going to put it in my bag of holding. And then I'm just going to start, like, close the vault.
Alright.
Hopefully Spix is around.
Yep. Jimus.
Yep.
We just, what's your AC?
It is 17.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, sorry, it's 15.
Oh, never mind. I didn't need to ask you about the AC. Jeez. Nat 20.
You also my test dummy.
You take 14 slashing damage.
Ow! Nubix, what the fuck?
It's the golden goblin.
Intruder! It goes to make another attack.
It's a friend. Good job though.
It's making the attack disadvantage to try and not hit this time. Because it's already swinging. Good news, it got 13. I don't think it hits this time.
Was it swinging with its sword, or was it swinging with its hand?
It was swinging with a sword. Or that
Okay.
arcane sword it had in its hand.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't pleasant.
I mean, I needed the test to see how strong it was, and it looks like it did well. I'm going to say with a smile on my face.
Okay. I can't be mad at you, you're buying me stuff.
See, I knew you'd be fine with it. He cackles as he's walking like away to go up to the top side again.
Dude, it just laughs as he goes upstairs.
A smile on his face.
So, we head to Stockman's?
I believe so.
Perfect.
Should I be destroying this thing that I've got in my hand that says your new SIM number is this number?
Probably not.
I don't think it would make too much of a difference, but I wouldn't suggest destroying it.
Because I've been doing a number on it because I have. I just like destroying things, you know?
Because I'm not going to lie, if they're 40,000 each,
If they're 40,000 each, then we're going with the lower tier one.
Alright. So you head to Stockman next.
Yep.
As you're heading to Stockman, you see the weapons dude wave you over.
Okay, I'm gonna head over there.
I'm going to follow.
You were there when it happened. Right?
When
You
what
heard
happened?
it. You heard what he said.
About your child?
Yes.
So you want me to steal it when it's birthed?
If it is a female. If not, then there's no problem.
First landing or wherever?
As soon as it is born, if it is a female, you need to get it out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Where do you want it to end up? Good family at first landing or wherever?
No, it still needs to be in my family. I'm not sending it anywhere else. Still gonna be my flesh and blood. For now, try and get it onto Nakra's ship.
We do that.
Understood.
If it dies, you will not shop here again.
We don't really have a choice, do we?
I guess the question is, what's in it for us?
It's a fair question.
At moment, still being able to use Stockman. Otherwise, I'll make sure you can't use Stockman. Because I'll
That sounds like
explain
a
to him.
valid idea.
Because
You
I'll
got a set of
explain to
standing
him
stones?
that I'll explain to him that you declined an offer of mine.
You got a set of sending stones to let us know when she is very close to bursting.
It's tomorrow.
Okay.
He hands you an item. This will let you teleport straight to the location.
Alright.
Item
I'm
of
gonna take the item.
Yep. I expect that back later.
I do a two-finger salute.
That doesn't work. I pull out my coin that has the 3 marks on it. I'm pretty sure this will help me get there as well. So either way works.
Oh, I'm talking about getting to where she will be born.
Oh.
Yes.
I
Or
thought
if it's a he. If it's a he, you won't need to steal it, but you can always say that you're here to see the Marcos occasion.
Is it happening in this town or somewhere else?
It's happening in this town. My wife is here.
Okay.
Now, go do what you're going to go do.
Okay, I walk off back to Stockman.
Welcome back, my friend. What brings
Greetings,
you
my friend.
here? I see you
Well,
got an eye color change.
well, you noticed.
And some new friends. You've
What do you
been with
think? I
that
do a little
table.
twirl.
It looks heavy.
Yeah, so it's alright. Well, I'm sure someday I'll come back to you and you'll have something even better for me. I give him a wink.
You're coming on to me.
So, there's a few items I'm wondering if you have. How much would the best wonderful war mage you've got go for?
He takes a second, pulls out his heavy tome. It's heavy. He talks about your suit as he pulls out a tome that looks like it is more than 3 to maybe even 3. It could be about 3,000 pages thick.
Oh, like 20 pounds.
Let me see. Let me type in DMG. Go to page 150 and start scrolling through the pages of the DMG.
That's actually pretty good.
to it every time now. It wasn't
I'm not
bad though.
doing it every time. R. After R is S. After S should be T. And somewhere at the end. Okay. Wand of War Mage.
Very rare item at the highest tier.
Yep. Do you have a discount with Stockman yet?
Yeah,
How big is the discount?
from what I've been able to tell, it's been 8%.
8%. Interesting. That doesn't sound like a percentage that he would give. 8 seems a little arbitrary. Usually it's 10.
I know that it's more than 5, and the item that I last bought from him was rather odd.
I do have one with me.
And how much would that go for?
45,000 gold.
Oh. What about the tier below that?
4,500.
Interesting. I'll take 2 of those, thank you.
He looks through his book. I've only got one.
Oh. Alright. Do you have any tomes by any chance?
He holds his tome, something like this, or you're asking for the magic ones?
The magic one.
Like this.
I shall look. The Tome of Clear Thought, the Tome of Leadership and Influence.
How much is the Tome of Clear Thought?
45,000.
Interesting. I'll definitely be back to that one.
Tome of the Steeled Tongue and Tome of Understanding.
I think I'll also be back for the understanding one as well. Thank you. I'll take... Oh. I guess I'll take a... What do you think, Nubex? The highest tier and the second highest tier Wand of the War Mage?
Maybe it's like looks at you, you're trying to make me broke.
Yeah, we'll go with the highest tier and the second highest tier Wand of the War Mage.
You're not looking at the Tome of the Steeled Tongue at all?
Oh, it's on my list, but... Oh, actually, how much is that?
It's a legendary item.
Oh.
So it's 450,000. However, if you've read the lore of it, whilst attuned to this book, you can remove the tongue from the book cover. If you do so, all spells written in the book are permanently erased. Vecna watches anyone using the tome. He can also write cryptic messages in the book. These messages appear at midnight and fade away after they are read.
I might actually be back to that one.
Must be attuned by a wizard. Oh wait, you're a sorcerer. You can't attune to it. Oh no.
And there it is.
Of course, I'm sure you'll find a way to BS that.
I'll take 1 level of Wizard.
Of course you do.
Actually, I might take 2 for the subclass.
Alright. So. A little light pocketed, I see. Been spending quite a bit, I guess, as he gestures to the clothes you're wearing.
I must be funding this entire economy at this point. At least the platinum side of things.
I like look at you when you say It's like, bitch, please.
Anything else you look for?
Just those 2 items.
And what have you, Nubek?
I like look up towards him and be like, I'm paying. As I'm like looking at Gymnast.
There's just the biggest smile on Jim's face.
So you're getting 1 item out of this. 4,000. That is 4,500 gold.
He's going for the highest tier wand and the second highest tier wand.
Oh,
Yeah.
that will be 49,500 gold.
Yeah. You're lucky I went and got money out.
How much money do you have on you?
Before coming here, I had just under 30,000,
Right.
and then I just
So
pulled
you
out.
had just enough for both.
And I've got all of Troy's gold on me at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Do you? How?
Most of it. He took out some money to go and
No,
get potion.
how? How do
Oh,
you
he gave
have
me his
money?
chest.
Oh, okay, so something that you can actually carry. Okay.
Yeah.
If it was actually the gold, he was just bloop.
Alright. How much is that going to cost in the end? 45,000.
49,500. 49500.
Eesh. I like slowly pull the money out. Like, you know.
He hands the 2 wands over to you, James.
I take the 2 wands and I immediately drumstick them.
The first wand is made out of a ebony wood.
Mahogany.
And the second one seems to be made out of birch wood. The ebony one seems to have silver lining on it, whilst the birch one has got gold lining on it.
Alright.
Alright, time to burn the one that I just bought. That is the level 3 one.
I can paint over this.
Paint lasts for
I
sweet.
hope.
So, and you drumstick them.
Yep.
Roll me a
Ching.
D100.
That means you ain't getting no more.
Roll,
That's all I'm
roll me a
saying.
D100.
30.
30. I'm gonna tell you now, if you rolled a nat 1, you would have just killed everyone in that area. You, Stockman, probably Newbeck, pretty much everyone else inside the black market just dies because, what's that? 20d10 force damage.
So, I also have one thing I want to ask if you have in stock.
Right?
Do you have a robe of useful items?
Let me see, let me see.
And how much would it cost?
Actually, I think I have one of those in my bag.
450 gold.
Yeah, I guess I'd buy that too.
Alright, can you please roll me 44?
Two, 2, 3, 2.
And all up, that is?
9.
9. Alright, I want you to roll me 9 D100s and list them off slowly for me.
20.
20? So,
Are you writing this down or me?
you will be.
Okay, give me a
So,
second.
on this robe of useful items comes with these.
Yep.
Already there. A dagger. These are the patches. A dagger, a bullseye lantern, filled and lit. A steel mirror. A 10-foot pole.
You're gonna have to go slowly.
Alright. What do I need to catch you up on?
Dagger, bullseye lantern, steel mirror.
10-foot pole. Hemp rope, 50 feet, coiled. And a sack.
Okay.
The first one you got is an iron door. On the next D100. There's 9 D100s that should be rolled, or at least 8 now.
I rolled.
Oh, you
I was
rolled
writing
all?
those. I was writing those first ones because I thought that was what the fuck it was, not you telling
No,
me what was in
those are what are already there.
there. Yeah, I read the item already, and I was writing them down like, right, that makes easy, done, easy.
No, those are
Alright.
already there.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first one of the rolls is the iron door. Second roll?
Yep.
What's the second roll?
94.
94. A window. You're gonna get a whole house out of this goddamn.
Yep.
Third roll?
64.
64. 4 potions of healing.
$39.
39. A wooden ladder, 24 feet long.
Cool, I got what I wanted.
Right. Next.
15.
15. A silver coffer. Anyone know what a coffer is? COFFER. 1 foot long, 6 inches wide, and deep.
It's like a small chest.
Right. It's worth 500 gold, apparently.
You're almost net positive.
I am. It was cost me
Right,
less.
healing potion.
So next number?
24.
24. 10 gems worth 100 gold each.
So 1,000 gold.
Yep. Oh, this is a very big net positive. Next number?
68.
68. Another 4 potions of healing.
Sweet. 51.
51. A riding horse with saddlebags. See monster manual for statistics.
And 57.
57. A pit. A cube 10 feet on a side, which you can place on the ground within 10 feet of you.
A pit.
Yes, a pit. A cube 10 foot on a side, which you can place on the ground within 10 feet of you.
That's a bit like a portable hole.
Instead, it's just a single portable pit.
Okay. Can I just like take the silver coffer off and like hand it to him and be like, "Here you go. This is for the robe."
You already paid him.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't have handed you the item if you didn't pay him.
Fair.
Does Stockman look stupid to you?
I mean, maybe he didn't take the money off the counter yet.
Fighting words there.
Hey, maybe I won't have
so-
to pay Nuvex back because he'll be dead.
I don't know. No one's actually tested Stockman to see how much health he has.
Oh, it's not because of Stockman killing him, it's because if Nubex tried to hurt him, Jimis would hurt Nubex.
Alright, so, is that it?
Yep.
Where do you go now?
I assume we're going back to your vault.
Yep.
Okay.
Head back to his vault.
Yep.
Friendly.
Friendly.
As it points, as you see the gold, the gold golem point at you. Friendly.
I point at it and say friendly.
I'll show you why it's
It-
friendly, and
it
I'm gonna
looks-
go for the gold and like push it towards James.
It touches him.
Nubex, it has to touch my flesh.
Which he currently is covered head to toe.
Yeah. There's a reason I'm covered head to toe like this. It's so I can actually grab gold.
Just like grab his arm and pull up.
You
What was that, Nubex?
I grab his arm and then try to pull up.
Okay, there is a shirt underneath that sleeve.
I mean, you could just push it on his face, right?
I just want to show you why you're
What
friendly.
happens? Oh, I just like to imagine now he pushes it on your face, it falls through, goes down into your shoe.
Yeah, that's going to be unpleasant. No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
Fine. Let's just empty the money off at the vault and leave again.
I leave Troy's bag behind in the vault. Oh, we need to lock this up, don't we?
The vault?
Yes, you asked me about that, didn't you?
I guess we do have time, don't we? As I remember that we have like a whole day until we have to get, you know.
I cast Arcane Lock, and I designate Nubex. Who else would you like me to designate?
The golden golem.
Golden Golem has been designated. Does it count as a creature?
does a golem count as a creature?
Technically, while it's active, it's a creature. While it's inactive, it is a construct. Well, that's a good question.
I don't think it has to be inactive. I think it's always active.
Alright. In that case, I'll designate it and let that be your problem if it doesn't work. Any other creatures?
Well, I'm guessing this spell only allows the people designated to go in, yes?
Well, and I can set a password that unlocks it.
Alright.
What would you like
I'm
the
gonna
password
just-
to be? Hakuna Matata.
Nah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't imagine anyone would guess that. Ooh. So I cast Arcane Lock, target the Golem and Nubex, and I set the password as this Nubex.
set it as Hesti, Kovot, Pentru, Deschiden.
That is what I set the password as.
I don't get a choice here, do I?
No.
Well, fine. There's another person I want you to allow access.
Who is it?
I'm gonna grab out my sending stones and just ask for Spix to meet me at the vault.
Spix arrives.
Okay.
Alright,
I'll-
Spix. From now on, the vault's gonna be locked with magic, so only you, the golem, and me can go in.
Righto. Alright, boss.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine with moving the gold inside, yes?
Always.
Go! I'm like gonna gesture to James that this is the last one.
I cast Dispel on it, and then I cast Arcane Lock again, and set the same password with the next person. I feel like Doctor Strange right now. Is there any other changes you would like to make to the spell?
Other changes meaning
Doors locked. You know the passcode. Feel free to tell that passcode to whoever you like.
I think that's everything. I might need to redo stuff later, but for now it's fine. I'm just gonna dump off the money I have on hand into the oh.
Okay, I'm gonna get on my broomstick and start catching up to wherever else.
Are you not going to help with the child?
Of course I'm gonna help with the child, but that's tomorrow.
Alright, well I'm just gonna go teleport to the outpost then.
Right.
And I'm just gonna sit there and do some reading. I just teleport.
Do we move to wherever else is?
Sure.
CD.
Joey,
Yo.
you set out.
Out?
Yes, you set out with the group.
Yep.
And the second in command.
Yep.
You leave about 5 minutes after you join them. They've all packed up and they're heading out. While the other the other 45 seem to also be checking their gear as if they are, ready to be relief at any moment.
Yeah. Angerfist isn't really going to make small talk unless really necessary. Like, he's going to do a job.
You hear Fred. You hear Fred somewhere in the crowd. And you hear him say, "I don't know how much I smoked." No one seems to reply. All I know is that I'm boned.
I feel bad that I'm the only one laughing.
Walking here, walking there. Why is a circle's pizza in a square?
Pizza.
To be fair, I have a feeling that he was only picked because of Genesis. Angerfist wouldn't have picked him.
Genesis didn't pick anyone.
Oh, well, okay, someone else picked him then.
Or he just showed up.
He just showed up.
I sort of like that answer more.
No
one gave me any orders on who should or shouldn't be there, so I just, put him in there. Little cameo from near the beginning of your time as a strike team back when you guys were level 3.
Yeah. Fucker was the only one to survive. Like one of 3 or 4 to survive.
Yeah, with
And then
Triask being one of the others. And you see where Triask got.
Yeah. Maybe if this guy stopped fucking smoking so much, using so many drugs, he'd actually do something.
Don't you know? He's way of the astral drug.
You mean the drugging master?
If anyone's played Dragonauts 2, there's a line from one of the characters who just basically says, what is it? I can see each molecule with my cosmic eye. It was like, yes. You are truly baked.
But yeah, Angerfist has no real problem.
Trees are
Just
green
marching
and
on.
so is the sky. I don't wanna fucking die.
I could almost imagine like some of them actually repeat that.
Like, everyone just started chanting with him.
Oh no, it's like that's the one part that they all repeat.
I don't wanna fucking
Nothing
die.
else. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I've noticed that we have a cameo here, or he's just typing and listening. Anyway.
Mr. J.
I am here, yes.
Oh, hey. Will you be here for the last
No.
15 minutes? No, you're just here to listen?
I came here to yell and scream and mock everybody.
Oh, okay. Please, continue.
Congratulations, you did that.
No, I can't actually yell and scream. I'm gonna fuck my voice off if I do that.
And it's late.
I mainly came here to I don't know. I wasn't thinking when I joined. I only had 3 hours of sleep last night, alright?
You should try and go to sleep
Yeah,
then.
I've tried so hard.
You got so
And you
far.
got so far.
But
But in the end,
It didn't even
Anyway, so.
I really can't sing, apparently.
It turns out that I'm not teleporting, I'm currently on the broom.
So.
Oh, speaking of teleporting.
Yes.
end.
Oh.
He wanted a way out.
So. Nubek's not teleporting. What are you doing? Jinus, as you can see that the whole force is gone by the time you get back.
I'd be flying on the broom after them. It shouldn't take me too long to catch up.
You finally catch up and you can hear some dude in the crowd. I don't know what I've been told. I forgot most of my learning. I don't know how to rhyme that. Let me try that again.
I'm gonna discuss with James.
I just look at Nubex. And then I go in to bomb that guy with Nubex.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I'm going to fly down, pull up at the last second, and Nubex is going to jump onto the...
Have you talked to Nubek about that?
Am I in the group?
You set off earlier,
You and
so you're about...
you and Fyrex went ahead.
You're about half an hour to an hour ahead of everyone else.
I'm the forward scout.
Yeah.
With Fyrex.
No, Fyrex went back to his place and found some
Oh,
spiders.
yeah, he did.
If Nubex would have arrangements,
Though,
he would be
how many of them will
there.
be alive by the time he looks at the jars, that will be, you know...
I mean, Fox would have obviously, like, put air holes in the jar.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean... Well, I mean, Fox is going to have them, like, in the normal bag, not the bag of holding.
Again, that's not what I'm talking about.
Hi.
Again, that's not what I'm talking about.
It's also possible... This might not also be what he's talking about, but it's also possible they cannibalize each other.
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that is right.
Also, Nubex, you cut out for me. I didn't hear what you said.
I said I don't think I have a choice. I think I want to get pushed either way.
Pretty much.
So, Nubeck, you get shoved onto the person. Roll an acrobatics check to land on him. Engerfist, you see this.
And acrobatics?
Yes, an acrobatics.
How close are you, like, because you dive on
Reaction ability to reroll that.
How close are you to, like, the ground, Jimus, as you're flying away from him?
So it would have been straight down and then straight back up at a 45-degree angle.
Okay, so by the time you pass over my head, I wouldn't be able to, like, jump and grab you.
Preferably, yeah.
So what'd you say? Reaction to re-roll that?
Yeah, use my reaction to make you re-roll that. That's not better.
I didn't say it was going to be better.
Sort of expected better.
So, you land on his head, and let's see what he gets to bat you off, shall we?
I think he'd smell me before he bats me off.
He gets a natural 20. He just grabs Nubex and just punts him into the ground like he just
Being fair, because everyone
on him. He before you land on him, he basically grabs you and sort of just holds you in the air. He's
I like to turn.
Make him more
I'm gonna turn the anger fist and be like, "You kept them on guard while they're walking. Good job." I thought they wouldn't be ready for it.
I've been told I caught a gremlin from the air.
Jeff, Frank, whatever the fuck your name is. Is his name Jeff or Frank?
Jeff.
Or George or Frank?
His name is George or Jeff. It's one of the two. You may as well just make it both. George, Jeff. George, Ari, and Jeff.
I just imagine when he said, I don't know why I've been told, but I just caught a gremlin out of the air. I imagine he was swinging Nubex around.
Oh no, he's just holding. His name is what?
His name's George.
George.
I actually have it written down.
Good. Thank
It's
you.
actually George's drugs.
Yeah. So George. So George is currently just holding you in the air.
I just gotta look at him and be like, I would let go before the stench goes to your hands.
Like, is he still like marching?
Yes.
Okay, because Angerfist would have stopped when he saw
lets go of you. All right, he lets go of you, and you fall into the marching crowd.
Yo, I was gonna say,
need
like,
you to make a deck saving throw, Nubeck.
I was gonna say, like, Angerfist would have just stopped to wait till George catches up to him, and then just grab Nubex's head.
Alright, good news is you duck and weave and don't take any bludgeoning damage. No one steps on you.
I'm just gonna
I can't
weave
grab
around.
Hand coming
Weave around till I find Angerfist.
I'm standing like in front of the door.
You see Angerfist at the back of the line as he's walking.
Yeah.
He's got this huge backpack on as if it's like a combat tent or something.
I'll weave my way through until I get
So
to
I'm
him.
effectively carrying like the command center tent.
Yeah. You count as a size larger when carrying things.
Yeah.
So of course you're going to be carrying that. Also, I found out that it's actually times 30 when you're actively trying to do things. So
oh shit.
That also is for push, pull, and carry for you as well. So
nice. Add on to the fact that I just got. It's a +6, but I did just also get expertise in athletics.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm looking. So 6 is that 22 or
23?
So 23 times 30 times 2, and then when you go one size larger, times 2 again. So you can lift, push, and carry at your maximum weight of 2,760 pounds.
Wait, how are you getting 30?
Times 30, because if he's actually actively trying to do it, otherwise passively it's times 15.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. So if he actually goes one size larger, he can lift a ton.
But that's a waste of a rage.
Not exactly. If you're lifting a ton and throwing
Dude.
it.
Yeah,
Dude,
if I was gonna throw it, no problem. But just
your
walking
mortal arm
along,
counts as a siege weapon, right?
that just means it does double damage to buildings and shit.
So
By all odds, you've got enough pushing force with your metal arm to just push the gate open.
that is where we shall end the session, as it turns to
Can I
day
do one more thing?
11.
You know what's funny?
Can
Me being just
can I
half
be
an
on-
hour walking, march ahead of them. If I fire my gun, they should hear that because of the
Yeah,
way sound works.
right.
I mean, we probably would if it wasn't raining.
Yeah, it's
So I'm
currently
pretty sure
raining.
it's still raining.
So
You're
I guess Forex is like in between, like where Genesis is and where the main group is.
Yeah, Angerfist would have checked.
You would actually be sort of skulking through the forest, trying to catch up to the people or grabbing the spiders and grabbing other things and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Angerfist would have made sure that you're either with the group or you're at least making sure that you're gonna be there when we are.
Remember,
Question.
there is still major forests between locations.
Yeah. Before the end of the day, would I have been able to reach the Angerfist and jump on the backpack he's carrying?
Would the Angerfist allow you to?
Honestly,
You know what?
He doesn't have a choice.
He-
I would just start climbing.
He kind of does. He could just chuck you in front of the crowd each time you come over. He could just pick you up and throw you each time you get there.
I'm a tenacious bastard. I would keep going until I
And I'm
eventually got
sure
a seat
he
on
would
the
be.
backpack.
I'm pretty sure he would be fine with keeping throwing you in front of the crowd, because eventually you'd fail your deck save and start getting crushed.
at which point, if you get knocked unconscious, he's just gonna grab you by your head and walk with you.
Oh god,
I need to read my book.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head off here. This was a fun